1730 here on the 1730 Nation. And if you're wondering why everything looks plain and boring and so 2019, it's because DJ Ango was told to do one thing. He had one job, only one, and it was to bring all of the stuff back from the Valentine's Day. And he decided just fuck it. And so here we are looking all 2019 again. And I apologize very, very, very much for DJ Ango. He just, whatever. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'll get upset. We'll all get upset. I don't want to drag us down. So
any more than I already have.
Just know that we don't forgive you.
Yes. And it's not okay.
Tonight we have Nick and Noah from Midnight Epidemic, and they are going to play a special song that they were going to play on
the early days.
The very early days of 1730 Nation. And
they didn't play because Noah forgot something that day, so
Noah forgot a capo today.
Every now and then.
I remember to bring the capo
but
today.
He remembered to bring it today, which is more than DJ Angel did about bringing the all-important mixer. So I don't know why you want to bring that up again. But
I thought it would help.
So anyway, hilarity to come. We'll be right back.
The 1730 Nation media presentation you're about to see is a performance. Scientists have determined that the offensiveness of the content is most likely directly related to the blood alcohol concentration or level of impairment of each of your hosts. If you were to try to come in contact with your hosts in the real world, your experience would certainly be more subdued, probably more low-key, a little less intense, certainly less extreme, and less opinionated. Do not try this at home. The hosts of this production are skillfully trained performers. And remember, only the guests are real.
And we're back, just like I promised. Like, that means, like, I said I was going to do something, and I did it. Unlike...
Jesus.
Oh, this is
Okay.
Wow, yeah, you're on fire tonight. That's good. That's good.
All right, just kidding. No.
No.
So, I don't know. Do we want to? We don't want to do it right away, do we? Do we want to do
Let's
it?
get it. Let's just get it out of the way.
Get it
Do
out
it.
of the
We
way?
can all just hang out and have a good time.
Well, it's fresh. Okay.
It might just be the great
All right.
thing
So
of our life.
That's
two of the members of. By the way, I should mention that Caleb is also a member.
that's right.
Damn.
But okay. So anyway, two of the members of
Got that on the Caleb camp.
Yeah.
Midnight Epidemic here to perform. And what was the song again?
Flicker.
Flicker.
It's this.
Now is that Flikr?
Flickerer.
Okay.
Spelled
Not
correctly.
like
Traditional.
Not
like Yahoo.
Not Flickr the
Okay.
app. Is it an app?
I don't even
too
know.
old.
It's a website.
Platform.
The website.
I asked him to come back on and play it because my wife really wanted to hear it when they came on the first time. And like I said, people forget things.
And we played her like I played my parents. Disappointed.
Yes. Like your girlfriend.
By the way,
I need
Trista,
change.
happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
It's-
Sorry we
it's-
said
Happy birthday.
It's this weekend, it's Saturday.
Happy
It's not-
birthday.
Happy birthday on Saturday.
I hope everything goes
The,
awesome for you and that nobody forgets stuff or anything.
Man, you can go to town today.
So this is like a birthday or Valentine's, whatever, gift for her.
So her birthday's right after Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it sucks.
Is it like a kid whose birthday is close to Christmas? Do you just like lump them together?
No, we usually just like look at each other and be like, "You want to save money and not get her a thing?" We're like, "Yeah, let's save money." So,
you really are married.
Yeah. So yeah, if anything, this could be like a free Valentine's Day gift or whatever.
That's
but
right.
I mean, I think my birthday present for her is probably gonna be like earplugs that like tune out snoring. So I mean,
it's not really free. I mean, I guess they're gonna charge you something for this. But, yeah.
That's if you remember to bring your money.
Oh, I can bring something else if you take.
Yeah, he can't forget his mouth.
Yeah, sure can't. But if it wasn't attached to me,
he would.
So you guys are gonna play Flicker, huh?
Okay.
God damn, Nate.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you remember that way we used to sit in the shade and sing to satellites till night would turn into day, and every word we would say would only echo away? They were not permanent, how could we know that this was the same? Now we're barely breathing, our lungs made of lead. There was no way of seeing, we were halfway to dead. We searched for a reason to lift our heads. Right beside me shivering, I still remember everything you said. And we believed that love would carry us home. We lived and dreamed, but it was breaking our bones. We couldn't see the way it cut like a flame. We burn our brightest at the end. We flicker and fade. We flicker and fade. Do you remember the way we used to think we were safe? The world can look benign when innocence is coursing our veins, but I could tell when it drained. They thought that we'd lost our brains, and it was comforting that we may be insane. It's easier keeping our heads in the clouds, but we can't keep believing that we're not coming down. So let's wake from our dreaming to a growing sound, burning out like cigarettes. We're tearing off our tourniquets right now, and we believe that love would carry us home. We lived and dreamed, but it was breaking our bones. Suddenly, I see that we can't be saved. We burn our brightest at the end. We flicker and fade. We flicker and fade. Ink blot on the asphalt now, a number on the body count, an angel with a gunshot wound left lying on the ground. And when I saw her lying there, I held your hand, I stroked your hair. I couldn't stop my voice from trembling when I said, "Baby, aren't you scared?" She said, "I know I made some promises that I could never keep. The world keeps turning every day, even after I'm asleep. So sure, I'm scared as hell to die, but darling, aren't we all? We live like we don't say goodbye, so we can carry on. And we believed that love would carry us home. We lived and dreamed, but it was breaking our bones. We couldn't see the way it cut like a blade. We burn our brightest at the end. And we believed that love would carry us home. We lived and dreamed, but it was breaking our bones. Suddenly, I see that we can't be saved. We burn our brightest at the end. We flicker and fade. We flicker and fade. Flicker and fade. We flicker and fade.
Yay!
That's the song.
Happy birthday, Tristan.
From
Sorry we
my
didn't
wife.
play it last time. That's my bad.
The one
Fine,
time
again,
we'll ever
Christmas
play this
call.
live.
Yeah.
Right? Gave me a chance to save some money on a
I
cake.
can't remember how to play this song. I can't remember how to play what part of the song. Yay!
You could have sung it.
I literally had to make up the bridge we just played today. Because I didn't remember how to play the bridge, so I made it up today.
It's been a while.
It's close.
It's been a while. It's been. So yeah, well, see you guys next week. Well, thank you guys for doing that for my wife.
See what I brought up on the screen over there? That was amazing. Oh, I was typing Segway.
Thank you.
Oh man.
Yes, we are sad.
That was-
We are so
That's
very, very
right.
sad.
That was
I
a
am
good.
sad.
That was a good one, guys.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
That was
It is on our CD if you ever want
Yes.
to check it
I
out.
want to put the Spotify
Sounds-
link to our CD in the chat.
Yes,
Yeah.
do it.
If you like that song,
That's right. Caleb's in the band too, so
yeah. If you
It's
like
not
that
just-
song, just go ahead and check them out on Spotify. You can download their album on Google Play too.
that's right.
That's what I
Literally,
did.
well, pretty much anywhere.
We
really.
also have physical copies of
We
CDs.
do.
Mm-hmm.
That's For
true.
gas money.
That's right.
For gas money.
Oh shit. Well, hi. How's it going, guys?
It's good.
Good. How are you?
Oh, I've been better.
Feeling attacked?
Yeah, a little bit. The whole time you were singing, I wasn't, so I kind of liked it. Pretty nice. Yeah. You guys want to play assembly line now?
I would love
Acoustic? Oh, baby.
I, don't
I got
think-
an acoustic
would
guitar
it be
here.
even possible?
Probably not. Try it.
It's so high, though. It's so
Hold on.
high.
Oh, that is really high.
I can get my guitar. Hold on.
I tell you what, you guys work on it, and then you come back for my birthday.
That's right. Maybe you'll remember the monitor better.
There you go.
What it,
Oh.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, sir. It's okay. I forgot what it was. I don't care.
See, even he forget. Oh man. Well then.
He's just trying to be nice to you.
I know.
It's not trying to make you feel too bad, Adam.
Yeah. Oh well, fuck me. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about now? Shit. What's the name they going by? If I missed that.
Well, I'm Nick.
I'm Noah.
The
We
band
are-
is Midnight Epidemic.
Yes, Midnight Epidemic.
That's right.
Caleb is also in it.
Yep.
Find them on Facebook.
He does a guitar.
Facebook, yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you go and like their page right now. What's stopping you?
That's
And
right.
download their album. Caleb put it in the group chat there. There's a link to the Spotify page. And Nate just told you what the name is right there. We got this. Checking all categories.
Thanks, Kayla. That's cool. Thanks. Nobody's asked me my name before.
Technically, they asked the name of the band. Not
Shut up!
Yeah.
I said, shut up, you little insect.
Insect.
I'm just kidding.
What was the sad boy reference that just?
Oh,
that
that
it's a
song
sad
is just sad.
Okay,
That song
Very
is sad.
depressing song.
Yeah.
The song is not
It's
a happy song.
Not by
That's
any
my
stretch.
I
specialty.
noticed.
I mean,
Writing
sad
songs
songs
that
are
are like.
yeah. Sad songs are easier to write both musically and
Yeah.
lyrically, I think. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'd say so. Yeah.
It's much easier to be edgy.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to write a happy song
As
and
we're finding
sound
out,
make it sound
as we're
real
finding out
known.
with the album.
Well, if you're
A lot
drawing
of happy
from what's
stuff.
around
Yeah,
you,
there's a lot of happier stuff on the
there's
album.
more subject.
Yeah.
Subject matter.
On Water Park's new album, Caleb loves water parks.
Hey, bad.
Shut up. They have a song that's very happy and like bouncy, and it's called "I Miss Having Sex, but at least I don't want to die anymore." So, it's
That's
a very bouncy song, but it's very depressing.
I've heard like 2 water park songs. Not
Yeah,
bad.
see, they're like the most generic, boring band of all time.
You're right, they are great.
I didn't hate the ones that I've heard, but they didn't make me want to go out and listen to them.
Yeah, they're not doing anything new.
We also have a song
But I can
that
respect
sounds
that
really
title,
happy and is very depressing, as all of our songs.
Which one was that?
The song about death.
Oh yeah, this is the song
Oh,
about
we gotta record that.
that. No, that's going on my acoustic album.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
On your acoustic album?
Come on, it's gotta be on Midnight. No, I was kidding.
You know what? A song about death could be a happy song.
It is.
Some
It's a very happy song.
Here,
Play it.
play it.
I could probably play
It's
it.
like
Play it.
30 seconds long.
This song is a song about death. This song is a song about death. I probably should have thought of something better to write about today, but this song is still about death. Gay death.
Oh, you missed the best part.
Oh, I'm sorry. It gets serious now.
That's right.
'Cause death is bad. This song, and then it just goes back to that. Sorry, I thought I played the gist of it.
Yeah.
The bridge. You gotta remember the
bridge.
bridge.
You need that part.
The sad part, because
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
death is bad. I wrote that
It's
song in
bad.
high school.
It is bad.
Just had to bring it back.
Just
now.
had, yeah, hell yeah.
Wrote the song
We've
a
got
long
another,
time ago.
we've got another, the blues song that we wrote when some dude asked us if we knew the old country song.
Yeah. We were camping, and some guy walks by us as we're playing guitar, as young hoodlums do, and he asks us if we know the song called "Caught My Junk in My Zipper."
So we wrote it.
Yeah, we wrote it.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
I did do that once.
Oh,
I was a child.
You
My
must
dad-
have been wearing the tightest jeans possible. Otherwise, how would they get in
you were
there?
a child,
I
but
was
that's
wearing
how
a
you
onesie
became a man.
pajamas.
Oh.
And then my father had to come get it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
how emasculating.
Ironically, the day I was circumcised, I was kidding.
Well, then we wrote a song for you.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah, I totally chopped it off, so it would probably be much bigger now. Than I bet.
Is that
yeah.
what you told your wife?
Yeah, that's definitely why that's the case nowadays. Yep, that's why. I'm gonna go with that one.
Fair enough.
Any other songs you want to promote while we're talking about my dick in a zipper?
Any song you wanna
No.
play or talk about?
I don't know. I mean,
What's Midnight Epidemic
Alright.
got going on, I guess?
We've got a show coming up on the March
something?
month.
On the month of March.
Oh,
Oh.
say.
To the group
Somebody
chat.
has to
Yeah, I thought it was early March. But I don't
I'm
remember.
gonna find out. Hold on.
We're writing some new stuff. I don't know if any of it can be played acoustic, but we can try, and then if it's really bad, then we
Which-
warned you.
Which new thing?
I don't know.
Because
All of them. I'm just kidding.
Gold Rush,
Yeah.
Wander.
Yeah.
I mean, we could play all of them acoustic.
Waiting
None
for
of them
an
are going to
answer.
sound great acoustic.
Right.
But
Oh, you're trying to figure out stuff we could play?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, we could play like any of it. Hold on. Why? This is
Doesn't quite sound the same on acoustic.
Hammer
March
and Polis
6th.
are a lot. Yeah,
What's
I
March-
was right.
March 6th.
At the
I thought it was
Corner
the
Bar
6th.
in Brandon.
Corner Bar and Brandon. Come on up.
The Corner Bar in Brandon?
You doing the 3 bands again, or is it just you guys?
I think
I
us and Disasterland.
Yeah.
Us and Disasterland.
Just the two.
Noise. Brandon, Corner Bar. It's pretty hard to miss if you're in Brandon.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like 2
It
bars and they're
is-
across the street from the other. So if you walk into the wrong one, you can just walk across the street.
Or if you
That's
walk in
right.
across the street and you go to Brandon
Look
Beach,
both
you went the
ways.
wrong way.
What's that?
I said look both ways.
That's good advice,
right.
anyways. Yes, Nate. Keeping it safe. Oh, Caleb's getting the
Just
guitar.
in case we need it.
You never know.
That's right.
When someone's gonna want to hear Wonderwall.
There's never a bad time to hear Wonderwall.
Anyway, this is Wonderwall.
Yeah. Anyways.
Here's Wonderwall. I don't know how to play Wonderwall.
We should really learn. We should learn closing time.
Oh yeah.
One of your favorites, Semisonic, you know?
That's right.
I mean, it's also the only
The only
Semisonic
song I know.
Probably my favorite by them, I guess.
But
Yeah.
I play my Pandora like all day at work, and like that song comes on almost perfectly, like at least 2 or 3 times a week, right before I go home. Like
Pandora.
it's awesome.
If only Andy Bernard was your manager, then you'd hear it every day when you left.
Yeah,
Pandora.
you're right.
That'd be perfect.
Hey, you're making
Internet
a bunch
radio?
of rustling noise.
Yeah. I
For your
can't
mom.
see what I'm doing.
Well, clearly, because you're not looking where you're doing. What you're doing.
What are the advantages of Pandora over Spotify?
It's free.
Oh,
Spotify's
though.
free too.
Oh, it's just it makes a random playlist based on likes and dislikes, and like I've got My Chemical Romance radio. Plus, you can add bands for variety and stuff, so you can go. It goes through the different music, and then it just random songs from bands that are similar to any of those.
So you don't have to like choose it like
sounds
Spotify.
I
It's
was
just
gonna
kind
say
of
that sounds like
mindless.
Spotify to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Except,
Even
except
YouTube
they
It does it
have-
all
they
for
have,
myself,
like-
and then I like and dislike songs, and it plays those more often or whatever. I don't know. I've just been using it since high school, and
Yeah, especially if your Pandora like account already is so curated,
Oh,
why
yes.
stop? You know.
I've been using the same account for 8-9 years probably now.
My YouTube does that.
Yeah, I would say
Mhm.
YouTube. That's what I use.
Yeah.
I pay for it though, so
Yeah,
I can watch Cobra Kai.
I got that Spotify premium. Dude, Spotify's curated lists are so good.
Yeah, I
Like,
have
they'll-
Spotify
they'll,
because I get it
Because
free.
like you'll like albums, they'll be in your like collection or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and you listen whatever you listen to, and then after a certain amount of time, they'll start like populating your home screen with like here's like curated lists that we have that you would probably enjoy. And I'm just like, yep,
Nice.
sounds great to me.
See,
I-
I play it all day at work, and like it's what customers hear when they come in, so it has to be relatively tame and can't
Oh,
be
yeah.
swearing. And
This is a song about death.
but like I've just got like even songs I like that swear a lot. I've got those disliked on the station, so I've just been cultivating it for so long now. I mean,
Yeah, why, at this point, why switch?
It's
you already
just-
have all
it's-
the,
yeah,
you have
it's
all the
just
work
radio.
put into it.
yeah.
Now, for Pandora, do you have to listen to it at random, or can you just like listen to a full CD?
No, I think it's pretty much just random.
Oh, okay.
I
That,
think
there's
it's
that's your plus of Spotify. Is
Yeah.
now you can
Yeah.
actually just do albums.
I
now.
always want to listen to, or almost always, just a full album
That's what I
front to
like-
back.
That's what I like to
and
listen
That's
me
like-
too when I'm by myself. But this
Hashtag
is the Pandora that I play at work.
to. Well, right.
I'm not the only one there.
That's fair. That's fair.
Tough shit.
And if I wanted to listen to the same album for like 9 days in a row, which usually is what happens, I'll just listen to the same album every day for a week or more.
They're gonna get pretty sticky.
They would get annoyed and bored and
Yeah.
want me to change it. And
Be
since I'm in
walking
charge of it, I
disaster.
don't care. Yeah.
You know?
Kayla says she thinks Pandora has more commercials and is slower.
I wouldn't know. I don't have Spotify.
It's like,
Yeah.
who
Right, and I
knows?
only use Spotify, so I wouldn't know.
It's
Either.
free and I play it at work.
For me,
I
Spotify has Zipperino commercials.
Yeah,
I-
Spotify.
I turn it on in the morning at work and I don't look at. I mean, I use my like old phone for it, so I don't look at my phone again until the end of the day. And it
I have
just keeps
Spotify
playing.
because it came with Hulu.
That's
I mean,
fair.
Spotify's probably
That's-
better. I'm just lazy and don't want to make a new account.
Well, like I said though, at this point you already have your stuff all curated.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
like basically just as good for what you're using it for. So
In,
Right.
why
in the
bother?
beginning, I hated it because they used to have a thing a long time ago where you had to sign in with Facebook, and whatever
For
you
Spotify,
listened
or-
to, it told everyone.
Yep, I remember
You
that.
had no choice about that.
Hey, listening
Yeah.
to a lot of Britney Spears last night.
But I don't want people to
judging
know
me.
that.
My sister
Right.
got
But
my.
that's how it was. And
Spotify.
I'm like,
They
this
call
is
it guilty
lame.
pleasure for
But
me.
you know, it was pretty cool. They had a feature back then where you could like, if you saw what someone was listening to, you could click and listen along with them.
Yeah, like Dan Molson.
Yeah, I remember that about Dan. I was on Spotify. Oh, that Dan.
Dan Molson's a good dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's in fucking St.
Paul.
St. Paul, yeah.
I think he's still in San
I think
Francisco.
so.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Asshole. Dan, get over
Come
here.
back,
He got
Dan.
out.
Yeah.
Dan, if by some random chance you're watching this, we love you and miss you.
Please come home safe.
Come on, say.
Watch, he's been back in Wisconsin for like 3 years and never told any of us.
He does that a lot.
Yeah,
I know.
Like one time I just happened to run into him with the sweet and salty pig.
I did that once too. It's like, Dan, I thought you were in Minnesota still.
He was like looking at me and not saying anything and everything, and then finally
Sounds like you.
he gets up and he comes over, and I'm like, I thought that was you, but you weren't saying anything, so I wasn't sure. And I haven't
just
seen you
staring
for
at each
so
other.
long.
It's
Yeah,
over
Just
an hour.
across the bar, looking at each other like playful little eyes. Did you take him home that night?
no, he was with his mother.
Did you take her
So
home
you
that
take
night?
both home.
Yeah.
All right. Just get him home safely.
She's
dude.
like,
yeah.
don't even think about it. I have dibs.
Wait, she said that about
Yeah,
Dan?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh wow. That family-
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I bowed out.
Nice. Yeah, I mean you kind of have to. She's got dibs.
Can't compete.
Well, especially with dibs. That's only fair.
I mean, if we don't respect dibs, then what kind of anarchist society?
Yeah, we live in a
I
society.
live in a society. One that respects dibs.
Caleb actually knows that. Isn't that a Seinfeld reference?
No,
No?
it's not. It's not How I Met Your Mother reference.
Oh, is that it? Damn it. I knew it was from
How
some
dare
show.
you compare?
I
I
haven't
mean,
watched
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
I
I
mean,
would
I
watch
I love how I
I
met
love
your
I'm
both.
surprised you've
Yeah.
never watched
How
Seinfeld.
dare you?
I mean, I've watched like 2 seasons of Seinfeld, but you seem like someone who would watch Seinfeld. I don't know.
My wife loves it,
someone
so
who
probably.
watched
We're watching Spin City right now, and I think after that she wants to tackle Seinfeld again because she
Ah.
loves Seinfeld.
Have you seen it?
What?
Seinfeld.
No, that's what I was saying. I've only seen a couple episodes when I was working at a bowling alley my sophomore year in high school. It'd be on when I start working after school.
Gotcha.
But I couldn't like hear all of it. I just would always, every time I come back from commercial, I'd always be like, boom, 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 boom.
The best thing I can say for that show is don't binge it. Just like watch 2 or 3 at a time and stop.
That's probably smart. I've never
It's
watched
not a binge
through
show.
it.
It's not a binge show. Just watch a couple. Because like the way
that
that
the one with
almost
the
everybody is seeing it on TV is 2 at a time because they'll play it in a slot at night
Mm-hmm.
at like 10 or so.
Is that the
Then
one
you're
with the sleep or soup Nazi?
Yep.
Okay.
I've seen a few episodes of Seinfeld, but I never really gotten into
Yeah,
it.
like the
I don't
the
dislike
classic
it by any means. It's just-
episodes, like
yeah.
Soup Nazi, the
There,
what you call it, Christmas thing.
The
Festivus.
Festivus.
the microwave
Um,
Kenny Rogers chicken sign.
I've never seen that one.
There is
That's a more ridiculous one.
there is a bar in Cudahy, I think in a couple months or next month or something. But they're doing a Festivus weekend,
Oh,
like
wow.
Seinfeld, dedicated to the bar.
Jeez.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I might actually go to that because my wife might want to, but I would just stand around looking like a fool.
I don't really care about the whole Festivus thing. It's like, okay, like
No?
yes, it's funny for the show, but like I don't care. Like, it's a very funny episode and like a funny thing.
What is it? What is it even?
Festivus? Okay, it's too hard to
for the
explain.
rest of us.
Because there's a lot
Festivus
of
for
character.
the rest of us.
There's like a lot of character dynamic going on. Like, because you have to understand like George, and then you have to understand like that his parents are hilarious and the way they are, and then his dad,
Jewish
their
parents usually
their parents
are.
are like kind of crazy, and his dad, it's like a thing his dad invented,
Can't
Yeah.
see your face. Move your guitar head.
I'm sorry.
and it's just
Just throw it on the
you
ground.
just that show has so many inside jokes and like stuff that you know like by watching it, you just gotta see it because the two that play. The
Mr.
two
Jake
people that play George's parents are Ben Stiller's parents.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're amazingly funny.
Oh yeah, heavyweights.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
I know you know that movie.
Oh, yes.
Jake says, "Why wasn't he invited?"
Come here, Jake.
Hi.
Get over here.
I mean,
It's acoustic. Do you really need a bass player?
Acoustic bass.
Oh,
I think he might have had one at one point.
I mean,
That's when you say at least he'd remember to
funny
bring
enough,
it.
though, this song would be a lot easier with the bass because it comes in right at the bridge, and that's the part that I never
Forgot.
remember how to play. So, like, because
Well,
like in the
damn.
Should've thought
actual
of this.
song, the bass kind of takes over as the most important
Yeah.
instrument at that point, and the guitar is more like background.
Jake,
so
do you see any room on the couch?
that too.
I've got a lap right here.
We still love you too.
Adam,
What?
right here.
Oh, for me?
Then there's
That's
there's
right,
room
yeah.
on the couch.
Well, I have to make that happen next time. If I remember the lube.
Can you turn upside down and face this way, though?
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Easily.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. This is
now
next
it's
time.
a party.
I have to remember the mixer because then we can get the lights going. 1730 Nation Nights.
After dark.
Yeah. Get that Careless Whisper going.
No, we're gonna get contact. No, I'm just kidding. Copyright strike. No.
No, Jake
Not
prefers
close enough.
Noah's laugh.
That was like 4 notes.
Jake, I am hurt.
Yeah.
Wait, he prefers my lap?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Wow, yeah.
My lap prefers you, too.
Maybe you're just too bony or you just have a huge dick and it just gets in the way.
My feelings. That's right.
No.
It has to be the
It's-
huge
it's-
penis.
It's that he
It's-
likes the huge dick. He likes to feel that. And he
It's,
doesn't feel that with Nick.
Is too bony a
I get
code?
it.
That's right.
Too bony is code.
I am too bony.
For not bony enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Like sex.
Oh, I understand.
Yes.
Yes.
As a man that has plenty of it, I understand that as well.
Yes, the sex. The sex, right.
Ha 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 ha. Yes.
Single tear.
Hold on back.
Okay, they're gonna understand you're not going. Wait, do you watch The Office? No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you do.
Oh.
There's. I know you guys. Do.
I was gonna say, I
the
don't want
laugh
people-
that he did reminded me of the thing that Michael does. I can't remember the spot when he just does like this laugh, like ha ha, and he does like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Nick.
He's like ha ha. Oh, it's when he's like trying to speak like Mexican or whatever because he's going on a trip. And then Jim just like speaks fluent.
Oh,
and
yes.
then
That's
Michael's like,
What's that?
ha!
When is Jim
That's a
Miguel,
wedding
you know?
Yeah.
That's a
Stars.
ring?
Yeah.
A wedding ring?
Oh, yeah, I'm married.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
No,
liked it. She put a ring on it.
It's to throw off.
I did
all
not
the
know
men.
that.
You
Yeah.
have to lie. You can tell them it's me.
2.5. Yeah, that's
I'm his wife.
So,
that's
when
right.
we
doesn't
recorded
really
in Adam's kitchen?
Yeah, I was married.
That was
2.5 years.
That was her?
live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. It
I-
better have been,
I
right?
had a wedding ring, and my cat thought it looked really cool. Yeah, I put it down on the bathroom counter, and I like put lotion on my hands because I don't do that enough. And like when I was lotioning it up, I was watching like probably like always.
Well,
trying
he
to
wanted.
find
He
out.
clearly wanted.
Yeah,
to
I left it on the
Trista.
counter, and then all of a sudden I just like went back, and I was like, oh shit, pretty sure it's like in our couch. So I'm gonna have to like do some deep diving.
True fact. Adam does use a lot of lotion.
Just not on his hands.
And does a lot of deep diving.
Yeah,
just not with his
Just
arms.
not in his
it was
hands.
definitely for because my hands are so chapped that
Yes,
day. That's
definitely.
why I was doing that.
And if you wouldn't do that so much, it wouldn't be chapped.
And he wouldn't have even needed to take the ring off.
well, you know,
Well, it just gets in the way, you know.
Yeah, I got some needs. You know,
He
I don't
uses-
want to think of her
he,
while I'm doing. I
he's
mean,
got
while
a-
I'm lotioning my hands.
He's got a very alternative use for the ring.
Oh,
I mean, it's a little too big for that, but you know, he makes it work.
It's like a hula hoop, really.
That old wrap yarn around it trick to, yeah.
To make it bigger.
Yeah.
Right.
We all
Good
know
job,
the trick.
Adam.
We're all familiar with the trick.
we're
Yeah.
all using it.
You did it.
No shame.
Yeah. No shame in the game. No.
Well, the shameful part is how the cat got it anyway.
Oh.
And there wasn't even peanut butter involved.
Pretty messed up. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I have a very friendly cat.
He likes coconut.
Or Aquaphor.
Or oh.
What's Aqua for?
For my butthole.
Ah.
Hey. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Alright.
A sick story about Aquaphor. I keep some at work.
I remember.
Because our boss, our toilet paper at work is so horrible that if you go poop so many times and you start to bleed, I just put Aquaphor on my butthole to take care of my bleedy butthole at work. That's true.
You guys have like sandpaper single ply or what?
Oh, it's horrible.
Man.
I want
It's
to make
not that, it's the frequency.
How many
Little
times
bit.
are you using it?
well, you know, a lot.
No.
When when it stops being brown, that's when you stop. You don't have to keep going until it's red, Adam. Okay?
I always get paranoid because when I was in high school and I was dating a girl, and somehow wiping got brought up, and I just like, I don't know. Makes sense when I think of it. No, but bathroom etiquette or whatever got brought, something like that. But I said, you just wipe twice and then you're good.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and she was like, but how do you know? Only twice? I'm like, yeah, what? And she's like, but how do you know if you got it all? So, like, ever since that day, I've been in a paranoid state. So, probably, like, you gotta wipe at least, like, 20, 40 times.
Oh, sure.
Just to be sure.
Sure.
Full
and
roll.
by that time, you've gone through the first 4 layers of skin.
Once it's red, it's all gone.
You know it's all gone. Then you got other problems.
So, just so you guys know, Aquaphor is also good on the butthole.
On the beehole. Got
Not
it.
just for tattoos and stuff. Actually, I had used Aquaphor on my hands today at work, and people were surprised I was actually using it for the correct purpose. They're like, "Oh, on your hands today, huh?" I was like, "Yeah, little chest." Was because I had lost my rings.
And I have chronically dry skin, and when I used to work by Adam, one day he offered me the use of his Aquaphor, and I was like, yeah, I there were no words to describe how frightened I was. I'm like, but that's your bathroom Aquaphor.
I know what that's used for.
To be fair, I apply it to the toilet paper.
To be fair.
Then I wipe it on my butt.
Oh, I'd assume you just stuck the whole thing in.
Yeah.
And just,
No, there's a certain application process. It's just not directly up in there. So yeah.
So in other words, it doesn't go on the left hand like Muslim.
No, yeah, it's not like that. So,
anyways.
See? Can confirm Adam's story, it does happen. I
knows a thing or two about toilet play.
Is that about, like, how work toilet paper is really bad, or about that Aquaphor is good for your butthole? I don't know.
Or both.
Both are true. I always wanted to make a video about, like, walking. Well, I guess I don't know where they sell in a store. Would it be like the hardware section where they sell sandpaper? Probably.
Yeah, probably does.
I wanted to make like a small video about being like, oh, just getting toilet paper for work.
You know what?
Sandpaper.
And you could put that video on Byte.
I was thinking about it.
Do you know what Byte is?
Not a clue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
The guy who made Vine's new thing.
Caleb just described it. That's
it's Vine 2.0 is Byte, yes.
Yeah, but they can't call
created by
they
the
can't
founder
call.
of Vine.
It's better than that TikTok garbage then.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. Vine's back. So
and I have
B-Y-T-E?
BYTE.
Okay.
I have a bunch of followers and likes and all that shit.
Wow.
You could be too.
Byte.
You could follow him.
Everybody go to
I was waiting for the bike comps.
Google Byte BYTE and look for 1738
You need that bite knife.
and follow me and like me, please.
Begging for people to like you. How sad.
So what was
That
this?
takes me back, huh?
What was this whole TikTok thing? Is it basically just like Vine?
It's a crap-
That's
it's
not music. or
Chinese
something?
That's why it's crappy. It's Chinese.
terrorist
Excuse you?
crap.
That sounds like...
I don't know about that.
That
It's
sounds
just
sick.
Well, basically,
It's viruses.
One thing I
You
think
get-
is like people can create a video and then you can actually add to their video. I think that's one thing about it.
Oh,
And that
okay.
started with Musical.ly.
Yeah, people would do a
That's
lot of
what I
music
thought.
videos at first with it. So, yeah, like short lip sync videos and
Okay.
shit like that.
Okay, I was starting to get into it, I'm not gonna lie, until Byte came out. And I'm like, whoa, from the founder of Vine.
Oh, it was formerly known as Music Gully. I didn't know that.
Oh, see,
just
I
said
had
it.
heard of that, but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know it was.
It's
from-
rebranded so they could take Vine's spot.
Fuck off.
I'm so old that when people started talking about TikTok, I assumed it was a song by Kesha.
That's not. I mean, that's not that crazy. I can.
Nice.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But fuck Kesha.
Oh, interestingly enough, after our show,
Which show?
Ginger,
Oh, yeah, Ginger. Show.
on Sunday night is TikTok, is Kesha.
At the rave or
Yep.
whatever? Oh, well, pass.
I'm just saying, I thought that was funny.
Oh. I mean, sure. They got one night of talent and then she shows up.
Yep.
That's-
Well, they got to ruin it.
yeah, of
I mean,
course.
Absolutely.
Hi, Brooke. I'm doing your job.
We're gonna see Tatiana from Ginger.
Oh, nice.
I do know. Yeah, I know Ginger.
Yeah, Nate's. It's one of his.
I knew them 4 years
bands.
ago.
Nice.
I knew
now,
them.
Are you
now,
from Portland?
I knew them before they were cool.
Now they're like so big. What's really cool is check out their tour schedule. They have like say maybe 4 or 5 dates in America, then in Europe, then back to America,
Oh my god.
South America, and then back to Europe again.
Is it
Is
South
Why
America?
Why don't they just do all of it?
That's
Well,
just poor planning.
Okay, it's probably not. And what's funny is when I was like starting to get into them, and then maybe about 2 years later to look on YouTube to see like Bus Invaders,
That's good stuff.
and they have like basically what Warped Tour was doing was those hybrid van kind of things.
Oh yeah.
Those vans. So they were showing off, their bus/van,
It's just Vans Warp Tour.
and then later on they actually
Bands.
got a charter or a what do you call those?
Bus?
The actual
The-
giant bus, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now,
Bus is Warped Tour.
now
Oh,
they
yeah, before
now
they
they're
changed.
literally jet setting across the world.
I remember I watched.
I'm so excited to see them.
I watched Bus Invaders of One OK Rock and of Crossfaith, and it was hilariously stereotypical. They just had like drawers and drawers of like noodles and like squid and stuff like that. I was like, "Jeez, guys, like you're in America, have a Big Mac."
Can't go anywhere without that squid.
Yeah, I just was like, I don't know why I expected different.
Yeah, like a few months ago, like there was like a month and a half where 5 or 6 different people brought up Ginger, like saying, "Hey, have you heard of Ginger?"
Yeah.
And I hadn't before
I
the
taste some
the first time of that month
when I
or
get
whatever. But
queasy.
like 5 or 6 people in the span of a month and a half maybe were like, "Oh my god, you got to check this band out." So I did, and I like them. They're good.
She's
That was the
fucking
whole story.
amazing.
Wow. It was just weird that
Do
like
you have
everybody
one
discovered
stories?
them. Everybody
story
was like
similar to that
discovering
one,
them
man?
at the same
My
time.
hairdresser told me about Ginger.
If you look
Yeah,
on
but
You
YouTube,
have a hairdresser?
Well,
How do I not know this about you?
My mom.
by which I mean I go to a place to get my hair cut, and I go to the same place because I'm a creature of habit. And the person who usually cuts my hair told me about him.
Went to mom's, put the bowl on.
if you look on
She went to
YouTube
town.
about them, there's tons and tons of vocal coaches and vocal teachers and stuff like that doing reactions to her because she's
It's
self-taught.
nuts. Yeah.
Mm.
It's
And
nuts how
Is it spelled a weird way?
Jinjer.
G-E-R?
Oh,
Okay, I found it.
side note about that. The current members do not know where the name came from or why.
Is she the only original member, or
None of them are.
no?
They're from Ukraine.
Interesting.
Now they are. No one ever heard of the band before them, before the current.
they're
Yeah.
the ones that made it.
They're the ones that made it,
Yeah.
but they did take it over from some other people, and they do not know the origin of the name.
That's funny.
Nice.
Just roll with it.
Yeah, I like that.
And and she is self-taught, so so she has no explanation for her abilities, and the people that like I said, there is a shit ton of fucking vocal coach singing people, reactions to it, and they're all just perplexed, on how that works.
I feel like they were good at something.
She's crazy talented.
Yeah.
She really is.
Yeah.
I'm sick.
Oh,
Don't judge me.
I'm
Too late.
slightly concerned because I've watched a lot of interviews from her. She's kind of like a Kurt Cobain, except not
but alive.
not a
But alive. Not dead
I was
in
gonna say that's
1994.
worrisome.
not a pretentious asshole. No, what I mean is she's not about being famous.
I feel like she's honest enough to tell me that, that she actually would tell me if she had a gun.
Yeah. So I guess what I'm saying is
She has
I'm
kind
kind of
eyes.
curious what's going to happen. As big as they're getting from someone that has already literally said that's not my thing.
And she's kind of like the hook that gets people like, oh,
Absolutely.
that's weird. And then you listen to it and it's really good. But
yeah.
she's the one that made me want to listen to it because, a chick singer who that
Can do
sounds
high,
like,
low, and clean.
Yeah, that's just nuts. Like, you don't see that. So
Yeah.
that's why I wanted to listen to the band at first, you know.
Never heard of Flyleaf. I'm just kidding.
Not
No, yeah, I was gonna say I can't compare.
Yeah, they have the one
No.
song.
Yeah.
I was gonna
that
say,
ever mattered.
I listened to that
do you think,
first
what
CD.
state do you think has the most Spotify listeners of Ginger?
Ooh.
I'm gonna say it's some random like Rhode Island.
No, it's not. Don't be
Like a tiny.
Don't be an idiot.
Yes. Don't
Nick,
be
I don't
idiot.
know any other way to be.
Alaska.
Oregon.
No.
California.
Nope.
We're just gonna name all the states. aren't we?
Washington.
Wisconsin.
No, I was just. Everyone can get a guess.
Nate, you didn't take a guess yet.
You didn't.
What?
Did you guess? You didn't.
What?
I said Alaska.
What state has the most?
You weren't listening to any of that.
I'm
was
sorry.
I'll
I
guess
was-
for
I
it.
was-
Wisconsin.
super scared about something that I just saw that I didn't notice. Someone that actually
Sounds
said,
super
I
scared.
know a thing or two about toilet play.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Probably Jake.
Jake,
Yeah,
it
Jake
was.
said that like 10 minutes ago.
That's
Yeah.
creepy. Sorry.
Creepy
It's just,
things from creepy dudes, alright?
okay, what was the question?
What state do you think has the most Spotify listeners for Ginger? Someone Spotify listening.
Spotify?
I'm looking them up, yeah.
Washington.
Nope. It's Florida.
Really?
Yeah.
It's random.
Flow Rida.
And then,
What's the name? Shit.
Oh, damn.
What?
No, that's where they got the name from for the state.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're named
Chicago is
after
third.
Flow
Oh,
Rida.
good for them.
Another weird thing, they're not allowed to see their parents.
I didn't know Chicago was a state.
Why?
For some reason,
It's
there's...
just a region, I guess, you know, for them. It just says Chicago, U.S.
For some
Well, this one
reason,
says
there's...
like a thing in Florida, FL.
because of the war they're in with Russia.
Maybe it's not.
Oh. Okay.
Something
maybe-
about something that they're... Where they are,
Maybe Caleb's a fucking
they
liar?
can't get in there
Maybe.
and go...
It might not be.
I don't know.
It might not be a state. It's probably like a country.
Well, some people are lucky and they
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
actually
They
can't
were
see
at
their
war with
parents.
Russia.
Yes. That whole plane that was shot down back in
Oh,
the
I
day.
did hear about that.
Yes. Yes, that was Ukraine. And there's
Yeah, that's not even in
There's-
America.
Russians and Ukraine sympathizers and Russian... whatever. It's
I have a correction.
It's complicated.
Yes,
The
you
number
do.
one listener is not Florida. It's Finland.
Oh, Helsinki.
Yeah. Bah.
Yes.
You know, good old Helsinki.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Say
that.
it once, I'll
Yeah.
say it again. That Helsinki Finland, man, just
That's right.
always gets you.
I mean, how does hell sink more? Isn't that
right.
about as low as it gets? I mean,
Well, this one's a little sinky.
it's a little sinky.
It's not that sinky.
Not like hell
Not
really
all the
sinky.
way
It's
down?
just hell sinky, not hell
It's
sinky.
like
really, we still believe that like heaven is up and hell is down.
I mean, no, but
That's so 1980s.
no. What is
So
is
19.
it,
You mean so 1800s?
is it?
It's just
is it
reversed now.
sideways?
Heaven's down there.
So
Oh, opposite day,
now we
That's
believe
right.
that they're like in the same place but in
Oh,
different worlds.
Universes. Multiverse.
Multiverses,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I haven't listened to the Jeebus podcast in a while. I'm not sure what the new haps is.
What's
Well,
that?
you're in luck.
With-
This is about to
with
become
religion.
a Jeebus podcast.
Jeebus was Homer Simpson said on The Simpsons it was just making up a podcast name, right? Was that what you were saying? Or is it an
Yeah.
actual Jeebus podcast?
No,
Okay,
no,
yeah, no.
I was just
You
making
were just
it up.
referencing The Simpsons with that name.
Oh.
You're fine.
Save me,
You got
Jeebus.
excited for a second. Yes.
No, I was making
that right
I was
away.
mocking church.
No, you don't say.
Like me, like I do all the time.
You
I
can't
don't-
see
I
it
don't
because of the
believe it,
reflective
yeah.
coating, but I'm actually
You know-
kind of tearing up right now.
He thought he had a new podcast.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh.
Me and Nate found this out on one of the podcasts that there's a church of the Western Church of the Virus in Fond du Lac. And
Yes.
they're basically like an anti-religion religion.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Go you guys.
Yeah. Where? Let's
Church
go
of
now.
the Virus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Church of the Western
Wasn't it-
Virus.
isn't it like
Western Church. Of
And
the
I'm
Virus.
actually
Isn't it
very
by Quick
religious.
Trip?
Huh?
So
Isn't it by
me
Quick
and
Trip?
me and Caleb don't agree on this stuff, but I was still fascinated by it
That is, yeah, that's really interesting.
because I have an open mind.
I saw it and I was like, this is
And-
dope.
Caleb's a very smart person, and I respect him, even though he's gonna burn in hell. I respect him.
It'll be warm.
And
I will enjoy the other dimension that my consciousness goes to when I die.
When you get pulled and unplugged from the Matrix.
I'll enjoy the 4th and 5th dimension.
But still, this whole Western virus thing, really weird and really, because it's real. So
it sounds weird, but then when you read it, you're like,
though.
oh, it's just people that don't fucking like what religion's done to society.
yeah.
They had a website and everything.
Exactly. That's what I said. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Weird thing.
Finally,
Like
religion I can
I am
get
actually pretty religious, but I abhor churches.
Well, yeah, they need to be taxed. Tax the fuck out of them.
I can't stand churches. So
Well, not to mention, when I was a kid, I remember them collecting thousands and thousands of dollars to build this giant new church, and it's like, well, these churches you have are fine.
Jesus in the Bible said, "Where 2 or more are gathered in my name, I'm with them." So why the fuck do you need a church?
Exactly. See, that's the thing. I don't have
It
a
has
problem with religious
deacons and
people.
fucking
I have
vice
churches
pastors and this shit and
I have
that shit.
absolutely no problem if somebody's religious.
Why
I
does
could-
it have
I
to
could
be a
care
business
less.
that doesn't pay
I could
taxes?
care less if someone's
Absolutely.
religious.
Because they gotta make ends.
Back to Russia and Ukraine.
I'd
Back
rather-
back to the 80s when they talk about like
Oh, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
what do you call that, the what was it in Russia where they'd haul you away and stuff like that?
The Gulag.
Yeah, but
The Spetsnaz.
our
Spanish
version of it is the
Inquisition.
Homeland Security Agency.
Oh, the
KGB.
Yeah,
Oh,
KGB.
yeah.
KGB waits for
They
no
will
one.
wait for no one. Yes.
Probably-
That's not right.
No.
Probably the best churches in the world were the ones that were like hiding from the KGB.
Yeah.
Where like they couldn't have fucking Bibles, so they people had to memorize whole books and chapters, and then they'd meet like 2 or 3 people at a time.
I would think more the best church
that's-
would be the one with McDonald's in it.
Well, I'm just
Bro.
whoa.
Yes.
But I'm just saying that would be a
Is
church.
there one?
I'm sure.
Probably one of these.
Not this
Probably
other
Joel
shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I am.
like out on the north side of Fond du Lac, that big giant fucking
Yeah,
thing.
that's what we were talking
What
about.
the
yeah.
fuck is the? Oh,
Yeah,
The
power
point
struggles,
was-
remember
the
them.
point
dynamics.
was to do it.
Hey, but that church let us
That
play
was
some
it.
shows there.
Did they
You're talking
really?
about Community?
Yeah, I think that's what you're talking about. The one about
No,
the
I've
car
been on the
dealership.
Said
north
the
side.
north.
You're,
Oh.
you're talking about
Use
No, the
ear
huge
holes.
one.
What?
Holy
Use the
Family.
ear holes.
Yeah.
Talking about Holy Family. The
Listen.
huge one.
What church? on
You
the
know what?
north?
I can. My parents went to the community before when they were still on Peters,
So did my parents. That's where I went to fucking Sunday school.
and there was some drama that went down there, and then they got like fucking huge, and they moved out to across from the Hyundai dealership. That it's all fucking sham.
Oh yeah.
They're not about. They're about being a church. They're not about fucking God. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't
no
think
one
you
wants
can
to have
fuck
sex with
God,
God. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
I had to channel.
Well,
Adam for a
I
second.
also think there's a difference between swearing and cussing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're talking about having sex with God, Nate. Come on, get on our level.
That wasn't what I.
Because God is a woman.
Wasn't what I was intending.
Even if he wasn't a woman, you could still have sex with him. Cam, have an open mind. God.
But a woman would be better. For me personally. So I'm gonna say that.
I'm a
That's
big
fact.
Don't knock
Ariana
it till you
Grande
try.
fan, but that song upset me.
What's that?
I said I am actually a big Ariana Grande fan, but that song upset me.
Everything about her upsets me.
It
so
just
it's
feels
fine.
sacrilegious.
I don't care about that.
Well, it's a horrible song too. So.
The Bible's sacrilegious has been retranslated thousands of times. No one knows what the fucking thing actually said.
The
And
Mormons-
even
You know
if
what,
they
though?
did,
the Mormons
it's
figured it out. What are you talking
anyways.
about?
It's actually, yeah, but it's still like one of the most historically correct books.
Are we talking about Harry Potter and the
Yeah.
Prisoner of Azkaban?
No, the Bible.
No, the fifth one. Goblet of Fire.
God
Just-
of Fire.
just-
I was actually gonna say
Oh,
that.
I was thinking Half-Blood Prince.
If you don't want to be religious,
Well, fuck me, I guess.
Still,
Underrated.
just look. It's still
You're underrated. You're so great.
as far as beginning
No, no,
to end.
no.
Thank you, Adam. I needed to
Amazingly
hear that.
historically correct book.
That feels good to
How?
hear.
How is it historically correct?
Remember that big flood?
Yeah,
Right,
And you know
like-
that Jesus, making water into wine. Obviously, that happened.
A lot of the books in the Bible were written on.
I can't
were
help
written on an
thinking
island
about
with the
the-
most hallucinogenic mushrooms in the world. Do you know that?
What?
I said a lot of the books in the Bible were written by a man who lived on an island that has some of the most hallucinogenic mushrooms in the world.
John.
Yeah.
Oh, you're thinking Stone Cold. 316.
360 no scope, 69.
Yes.
Okay, way off topic, but you just said hallucinogenic mushrooms.
Yeah.
Nigga's like,
Check this shit out, man. This is so fucking cool.
Check this shit out, bro.
Okay, so I can't remember if it's Iceland or Greenland, and it doesn't really matter. I mean, you could
hallucinogenic.
anybody
If it's
wants
the
to
green
look
one,
it
it's
up, they
Iceland.
can look it up.
If it's the cold one, it's
But
Greenland.
it's
Fun
one of
fact.
those two, and there's like
Did you know I did that?
70% of it is like these
Trick people into coming there.
It's awesome.
These,
If it's
like,
the team
prairies.
in T3, it's Iceland.
and in this tall grass are these
I think
like
that's
mushrooms that grow,
Team Iceland.
and these deer come in there and they paw at them until they find them and they eat them,
Okay.
and it causes a hallucinogenic effect.
Right.
And people have come in there, scientists and stuff. They study this shit, and the specific hallucinogenic effect is the feeling of flying.
Okay.
So these deer think they're just fucking flying.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Now
Santa's reindeer.
that's what I was gonna say. What kind of deer do you think they are?
Reindeer.
They are specifically reindeer.
Awesome.
All right, so I got another fun one for you. Obviously, those deer are
Isn't
doing
that
that
cool?
to feel good. Do you know, I just watched this because it's on a documentary on Netflix. Dolphins fucking play with pufferfish to get high
Yeah.
off of the toxin they release.
What?
Yeah.
Wow,
They make them puff up and then they rub against them so they get high.
that's awesome.
So
That's what I do when I
Dolphins
see
are the other
pufferfish.
smart mammal on the planet because they have their own fucking language and society.
That's crazy. And they don't have the
You
religion.
know why I think dolphins?
They're trying to bring it back.
Huh?
You know why I think dolphins are the smartest animal or the smartest creature in the world?
I understand they're one of the other smart mammals. I don't know if they are.
They are. It's because they don't have taxes
I was going to
and
say religion.
religion and government, and you know what I mean. They're like, fuck that
But
shit.
they have their own
That's
language,
right.
which is
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
There are more.
Hot? Why is that hot?
Because it's cool, man.
Because
But,
dolphins
Dolphin dirty
looking at
talk.
each other, you're just like,
but,
And they're a
Very
little bit.
spicy.
They're a little bit mean too, because they'll get together
Sure.
and rape porpoises.
yeah.
No.
oh yeah, now that's hot.
Oh, hell yeah.
See?
Oh, hell yeah,
Bang.
brother.
But,
And
why are our
and when
scientists-
shit goes bad, they're gonna leave.
No, that's the octopuses. 'Cause
No.
those are
The-
aliens.
So
Yeah.
long
Oh,
and thanks
yeah.
for all
So-
the fish.
Yes,
What?
right there.
What do you say?
So long and thanks for all the fish.
Oh.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah, fuck that movie. I watched it when I was a kid and I was like, this is dumb.
Oh,
What?
it's
Oh, it's-
ridiculously stupid, but
It's
in a great
it's
way.
amazing.
What?
I watched
You
it when I
didn't
was a
like
kid.
that?
I watched
If
it
you're
when I was a kid. I
Yes.
had no idea what it was. And I'm
Oh.
like, this is fucking
Yeah,
stupid.
if you're too young,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
it's
sure
just
if I watch
dumb,
it now, I'll
random.
enjoy it more because I actually like better humor now.
I like the part of
Snape
the
is a depressed
bureaucrats.
robot.
Yeah.
Oh.
The bureaucrats.
Oh yeah.
See, I would love that movie now.
Oh,
because I think I
shit.
can think of
And
those.
Yeah, I
Sam-
think it would.
Sam
it seems like
Rockwell
it
is
would
in
be.
it too.
Yeah, like
Ah.
classic.
Wait, is he
Martin
the guy
Freeman?
on the moon?
Bilbo fucking
He's
Baggins.
I haven't seen it in a long time. He's like really eccentric, weird.
Have you seen the one about the guy on the moon and he sits there and he?
Yeah.
Watch
Oh
it.
yeah.
The
that
movie
movie is just
called
called
Moon?
Moon. That's Sam
Yeah.
Rockwell in it. Yeah.
Oh,
He's
fuck,
a clone.
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
Come on, man.
I haven't seen either of these movies.
Oh, man.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
speaking of which, he's in Jojo Rabbit, which is fantastic. You should watch it.
What?
It won
Sam
Best
Rockwell's
Screenplay.
in Jojo Rabbit,
Thank you for
Okay.
bringing up movies. I want to talk
and
about the
you
Oscars.
should definitely watch it because
Evan
it won
says-
best adapted screenplay.
Yeah.
Evan says
Okay.
Hitchhikers doesn't hold up.
Who?
What?
Yeah.
It
If
doesn't.
anything, it got
Wait,
better
who said
when
that?
I watched it when I was older.
Oh, sorry guys.
He's
He
like, I
said.
guarantee
You wrong, dog.
I bet it doesn't hold up now, like it did 10 years ago.
It holds up the same way Monty Python holds up. Yes, it's retarded.
Oh, is it so
That's
bad?
why you watch it.
So badly, like
Yeah. It's fucking terrible, but that's what makes it funny. It's
Right.
not good. No,
Right.
you don't watch that for the quality. You watch that because it's fucking hilarious to watch how bad it is.
Oh, so it's like The Room.
not that bad.
I have
Whoa,
never seen
that's
it.
not bad.
What?
The Room.
It is bad.
Room
It's not
with,
bad.
with-
Wait.
You're
Tommy
thinking of-
Wiseau?
That's so.
Wiseau.
That movie's horrible.
Wiseau.
It is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Do you think the guy did it on
It's
purpose?
kind of like widely
What?
Are you one of these
regarded.
people that thinks he made it bad on purpose?
No.
Okay. Then you can't think it's good.
No, it is. It is good. He just got so fucking lucky.
It's not good though.
Why is
Man,
I
it's
don't
always
have
a
any
good
idea
thing.
what we were
Thanks.
talking about.
Thanks.
The Room.
What?
You've probably
So this
heard
is his
people
new favorite
quote it.
podcast.
It's like,
Oh.
Evan, you...
I did
Oh.
not hit her. I did not.
I'm
Oh, hi,
trying.
Mark.
I'm trying.
Oh, hi, Mark.
It's supposedly like I've never seen it, but I've heard lots of
quotes. You haven't heard this stuff about The Room?
Never heard.
Oh, wow, really?
I've seen the movie Room.
With Brie Larson.
Yeah.
The Room.
That's pretty good.
The Room is so popular that a movie was made about how The Room was made.
And how it was made so poorly.
Starring whatchamaface?
James Franco.
James Franco.
He plays Tommy Wiseau amazingly.
And his brother, Dave, was in it too and played his friend.
I just saw the coolest...
No, you need to explain yourself.
Jimmy Fallon.
No,
where...
you need to explain yourself.
Where...
I'm not letting this go. I'm shut it down right now.
He wants to know
why do you think The Room
Where James Franco brought Tommy Wiseau on
really?
James Fallon. It was hilarious.
That would be awesome. Crazy because he's so stupid. But
it's actually like so. It's so iconic.
Yeah, but he's actually pretty fucking likable.
The Room, which is widely regarded as one of the worst movies of all time.
Not worse than Birdemic. But
no, worse than Birdemic.
Ever worse than Birdemic.
But
except maybe Birdemic 2.
It's like the actual. It's like the worst movie ever made with a real budget.
Okay.
And like it's so iconically bad. One day
it's like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. People will like watch it together and make fun of it. Quote the entire movie at it.
I want to say it was Cartoon Network or whatever for April Fool's Day. They played it on repeat
24/7.
Results are in. I definitely have breast cancer.
It's like a kids movie.
No.
Did you just say Cartoon Network?
Yeah.
Probably Adult Swim.
Oh,
okay. That
makes
more sense.
Most of their programming
they
is
played
for
it the
kids.
whole day though.
But it's April Fool's, so
yeah.
Okay.
I suppose
they probably just censored it. I'm sure.
It's a bold move.
I always wanted to see it. I've got nowhere to watch it.
You can watch it on YouTube for free, but like they had to like tweak the pitch of it and stuff like that, like alter it a little bit. So
they can't.
I think it's like it might be half the screen too. I had to watch it on YouTube.
Just
one
like
day
rent it and watch it. Like
we'll watch it together.
Yes.
That's right.
I like watching terrible movies.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love.
How is this movie good, Nate?
Yeah.
How is The Room good?
Okay, if you see the parts where things just stick out, like the whole "hi doggy," or
but that's not good. It's bad. The movie's so bad. It's great to watch to make fun of it and be like, "This is horrible," but it's not a good movie. These parts are all written horribly, acted horribly, like everything was bad.
Okay,
you don't have to look at me.
You're right. You're right.
Then you can't say the movie's good. It's objectively bad.
No, it is good. He just got lucky that things turned out so awkward that they're funny.
It's not.
So it's good because it's bad.
Yes.
That's what.
That's what he's saying.
I'm not literally taking the movie seriously and saying, you know what I mean?
But to say
I'm saying
good
that
just because it's like awkward bad, it's still not good.
No.
It's bad.
Yeah.
You can't call it good.
But it's so bad that
it's
good.
But that doesn't mean it's actually good though.
No. Okay, don't get me wrong. Yeah. That's not what I'm saying.
God, okay, thank God.
I'm saying the fact
I was gonna have an aneurysm.
The fact that he tried so hard
and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even
matter. Okay, no.
My friend Chester told me that.
Okay, look at it this way. He was all about doing everything that he thought that people that made
like
real
the producer,
movies
the director,
did.
the writer, and the actor.
Oh,
yes,
the main actor. Yeah, it's one of those.
So when people hate his movie,
and the dude can't speak English properly. He's an immigrant that can't fucking speak fluent English.
Getting better.
It's all broken.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But yeah,
that's what makes it a lot really funny though.
And like James Franco had to try to like.
I did not hit her. I did not
hit her.
Yeah.
So what's the movie called that's about the making of it?
Disaster Artist, which Evan was saying that it's on Amazon Prime.
Okay, and see, listen to you.
So good.
Listen to you.
It's awful.
The fact that you can.
I'm making fun of him because he's so stupid.
And that's why it's good.
It's not though.
It is.
Because no one respects him. He thinks people like the movie because it's good. He doesn't understand that it's bad and that people think it's bad.
And that's hilarious.
No, yes, it's hilarious, but it's not good.
It's
funny how
hilarious,
bad it is, but it's not.
It's funny how stupid he is as a person because
and
he's
that's
too
hilarious.
dumb to realize that it's fucking awful. And he's oh my god, I hate people because like whenever he does interviews, like people have to like kind of tiptoe around the interviewer to like not be like. But this movie's so bad, that's why we love it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's amazing to watch interviews because the interviewers have to be so careful. Because Tommy Wiseau's a fucking nut job.
You know what though? I would still love to meet him.
No thanks. I do not want to meet that clown, the absolute clown.
Jake is asking if, by your logic, Nate, does that mean that he can say he's so bad at sex that he's actually good?
Yes, Jake. By that logic.
Well, they addressed that in The Disaster Artist.
What?
The fact that he thought, okay, I'm writing this movie, and there's going to be a sex scene. And so they talk about the fact where he just fucking, okay, it's time for it now, and he just fucking jumped on her.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, ah!
But
And the
now,
girl's like, ah!
Here's the thing. Tommy Wiseau tries to play off the movie like he knew that he was making the movie that was so bad it was good. But if you ask the actors and stuff, they're like, no.
Yeah.
That's not what was going on here.
He made a
And
serious
that's why
movie
they
that
made
turned
The
out
Disaster
disgustingly
Artist.
Yes. What?
That's why they made The Disaster Artist, to show that.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, it just shows how much of a fucking clown that Tommy Wiseau is because he thinks he's, like, a secret genius, basically. And he's, like, doing another project.
Wait.
Oh, my God.
In all
People are
fairness,
gonna watch
it's
it,
because
too.
they're playing this.
huge.
You know what I mean? Back to the Emperor's New Clothes.
No, I'm saying they're definitely playing into it and making their money off it.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I expected him to say
Like, that's
Groove.
fine if they're doing that.
They're
right.
inflating.
I don't know this one.
They're inflating his ego.
I would say, but by no means should his ego be. He should be sad that people hate him so much.
But he doesn't know.
Because he's so stupid.
Or maybe, do you think he knows now and he's just like, fuck it, I'm making money?
I'm sure he's like, fuck it, I'm making money. That's why he plays into the whole thing. Oh, yeah, we do.
You can actually go to his website and buy a pair of his own boxers.
The whole
He's
thing.
monetized everything.
The whole thing is so complicated and amazing. Between the fact of what you're saying,
I just hate him so much.
and how it's. I would love to fucking meet him.
I'm gonna bring up a picture of him. Noah, you need to look at this guy's clown face.
Please.
Is he the guy that
Wait.
acts in it too?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Right, everything.
He's the actor, writer, director.
You haven't seen it either?
Play his music video.
No, I refuse.
He
The
doesn't
music
want to
video?
give him as much attention as he's already giving him.
I did see him his like audition tape for playing the Joker.
So here's a picture of him in the room. This is a picture of him from the room.
He's a real
on the
looker.
right.
Yeah, he's not a good-looking dude.
And this is like him now. Whoop. Stop.
What have you done?
What? This is like him recently. He does not age well.
Doesn't have
How
to.
long? How old
But
is
this
the
is
movie?
this is
Wait.
this-
He does
if you-
age well considering that he's 102.
Yeah, that's true. He's so
he's not
old.
102. God.
He doesn't tell people how old he is.
But so
when
that's
did the
James
rumor
Franco.
come out?
I'm
That was
sorry,
probably
that's
like-
James Franco playing him, like what he looks like in the movie The Disaster Artist, because Franco played him. He did a really good.
So the right is James Franco.
and yeah,
Okay,
it's
yeah.
pretty good. The left is
Yeah.
the more modern version of his own.
Yeah.
But yeah, like here's the fucking-
Franco still makes him look too good.
Oh, yeah.
And that's saying something, because James Franco is not a particularly good-looking guy.
I know the door is
I'm
over
pretty
there.
sure he's like well known for being a good-looking guy.
Right
Is
there
James
in the bottom
Franco
corner,
well known for being
right
a
there
good-looking
in the
baby?
bottom
The
corner
Which
is
one? This one
It's over there.
or this one?
I'm sorry.
I'm fairly sure
The one with
James
the green
Franco
screen.
is semi-famous.
Do
for
people
being
think he's an
attractive.
attractive
Green
I
person?
guess I
Yeah,
don't know, but I
you
thought
missed
he
it.
was.
What's hilarious about that is the fact that they could have easily used a fucking set
Oh, yeah.
to do that thing on the rooftop, and he's like, no, it had to be a fucking green screen, and they had to fucking build it because it had to be like a real movie. It's so fucking hilarious.
Was that also was it that they built a brick wall and it looked exactly like the brick wall in the alley?
Yes.
Yeah, there was a scene of that where they built this brick wall so they could film a scene.
But they had an alley they could have went and shot in. Like
yeah,
Yes!
they're even like,
So
you know,
what
it was
is-
just
but
like,
what
his-
does this
that?
dude
His
think
whole
of
thing,
the movie
over and
that's
over and
about
over,
it?
was
They
real
made it
movie
like
set.
they had him
Real
controlled.
movie
They
set.
They kind of
Okay.
involved him with the process. They kind of babied him about it. You know.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. That whole thing just irks me.
You got to see the thing that where he brought him on Jimmy Fallon because it's hilarious.
I'm sure Caleb doesn't
The
have
Disaster
to.
Artist.
No, it's
which
funny
is the movie
because-
about it.
Yeah.
It was even
the movie about
that
it is an award,
nominated
Academy
for
Award winner.
Oscars.
Like for like its best adapted screenplay or something.
It was
like
at
that.
least nominated for something like that.
Nominated
Because he
for
came
like-
on there and he said
Franco was
things
nominated for
different
like best
than-
actor for him.
Yeah.
And even
You're telling me I watched it. You
even
sent
Franco
it to me.
was like, wait, he's never said this before.
Well, because he changes his answer.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. He just makes stuff up during interviews. It's like, dude, this guy's such a fucking clown.
He won't tell people where he's from.
They know
his
though.
age.
He got all his money for the movie because he
Polish,
owns like these like he owns basically like used clothes stores in L.A. and that like he spent $5 million of his own money to make the movie that he just had from all this stuff. And it's like, okay, dude.
So he just had money and
he wanted to make his movie, and he made this awful movie.
Well, they've made more sense.
They
oh yeah, of course.
I would guess it's like
they
5 years
suspect
old or
he had
something?
family money
it's way older
from
than that. Oh yeah, way
old
older.
family money from Poland.
Yeah, he's like
Okay, that
Eastern
would make
European
sense.
or whatever. Let's see. We'll
Polish,
look up the room here.
I almost want to say it was early. Yeah, I was gonna say.
2003.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
2000? Is it really that
Yeah.
old?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Disaster Artist was 2019.
Yeah.
No.
That's what it said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I love the part where they
That's a
parody
different
about
the
him
room. The
doing the
Disaster
sex
Artist.
scene.
Oh yeah.
was-
It was
Like,
That is
awkward.
so
Disaster was like
funny.
2017. Right
Oh,
here.
okay.
Yeah, it was
It's very
pretty
recent
recent.
still. Still very recent. Let's see.
And yeah, it's like
$6 million budget estimated.
and so James Franco's brother plays the other guy that was in the room. That is like, he basically.
Mark?
Yeah. Well, I mean, his name actually there's his character in the movie or whatever, but and it's like the guy wants to believe that sticking with Tommy, like they're gonna make this movie, it's gonna be great because he's like trying to convince him, trying to teach him how to act and stuff, and he's just going through like such a mental like punishment of like, should I really be doing this? Is this guy like even worth it and shit like that? So it's pretty funny to see it from both ends, but you know, like they had Tommy Wiseau in it, so like involved, so it probably couldn't. I'm sure the guy was probably holding back his true anger or something. But it's totally any time you can see Dave Franco is worth it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dave Franco, anytime above James Franco, for me.
I mean, I like them both.
I can't believe this has a 25%. On Rotten Tomatoes, it should have 0%.
Surprised the audience score isn't higher.
Yeah, like I can see the audience score being better because it's watchable for like Rocky Horror Picture reasons because it's so bad.
Yeah. I remember, I think we were at Snap Fitness at like 2 or 3 in the morning and they had it on and our commercial for it or something, and then that's how I heard about it.
The Room?
Yeah. So then Nate was talking it up and I was like, I guess I have to kind of watch it. It's
Well, now I want to see it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those like to watch as a group, make fun of it, rip it apart, have a good time.
Birdemic.
Dude.
I
We
haven't
needed that.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
we did.
I haven't seen that one
of the
yet.
best.
I remember
I've been telling them
Fine.
about it. Oh my god.
Well, I know what it is
Birdemic
because of JonTron, so I know what it is, but
The absolute worst movie I have ever seen in my life.
oh yeah, the
More like this.
What?
Birdemic.
Birdemic.
More like this.
If you want to know what Birdemic is like, it's
What about
basically
Ouija
the
shark?
birds,
But
That's not-
terrible.
oh,
but
That's
the
what that's how I
worst.
described it. Like it's the birds, but worse than the original.
Yeah.
Ouija shark.
yeah, Ouija Shark. That's a new
Ouija
one.
shark.
That's a new one coming out soon.
Run the trailer.
Is this
Oh my
some sort
gosh.
of like new Sharknado franchise?
Yeah, only worse.
Not Luigi Shark.
It autocorrected.
I wonder, can you not find it
I don't know how
on
to spell
IMDb?
Ouija.
Jay.
actually.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh, Ouija.
Ouija.
Oh
Oh.
god. It's
I
like
tried to spell Ouija.
it looks so fucking
Do they accidentally
horrible.
contact like a dead shark?
Yeah, like
Teenage
a Ouija
girls,
board
so
washes
weird.
them ashore, so when they you know,
Kind
play
of like
with it,
Aladdin's lamp.
so when they play with it, the fucking shark
But
comes
no
out
wishes.
and like floats in the air and like tries to like eat them and shit. Like
It's a solid premise.
there is a trailer for it, and it's just it looks so horrible.
But is it as good as the priest raptor thing?
No, Velocipaster looks much better.
Speaking of Parasite, I found out that there's a couple places in Wisconsin you can watch it in the theater.
Word.
I want to kind of see that.
Yeah.
Parasite, since it just
Even
won,
Marcus.
it just won fucking best
Best
film,
Picture.
and it was the first international film to ever
Oh,
win best picture.
Did you watch it?
Fuck the right wing.
Wait,
Did you watch it yet?
But I've seen his
Parasite,
other
did you see it?
movies.
Oh,
I've seen his other
That's
movies.
it's so good.
Like Host and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, it's from that guy?
Yes.
Oh, I love Host.
And he did
Yeah.
Snowpiercer, which was
Yeah.
that Chris Evans.
Yes.
I love that
I've
movie.
heard
Yeah.
people go,
Yes.
Snowpiercer's
He
better
just
than
won
Parasite,
Best
though.
Director. and
So
Best Picture
I
for the year.
kind of
Snowpiercer
want to
was really
see
good.
Parasite in a theater. And
Oh.
there's 3 of them in Wisconsin.
Even Marcus in
Still?
Oshkosh was playing it. It was like a 4:15 showing or some dumb thing like that. But
It's a
the other
South
day.
Korean film.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
yeah, I
like in
love
South
that.
Korea.
Yeah.
Korean?
Did he
Uh-huh.
did he
That
do
one?
Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance?
We'll find out. Here,
I
go
don't think
here.
so. I looked him up pretty recently. I don't think he did. He
Let's
did.
see. Parasite,
Okja.
Okja,
Okja is that
Sea
Netflix
Frog.
original something.
Mother. What's this?
That's just the South Korean one.
Oh,
Not
That's
like
a good one.
Did you see it?
The Host.
oh wow, this one.
You ever
okay.
see this one?
I've
Yes.
never seen this.
Amazing.
Is that like an actual good movie, or is
Yes.
that kind of like?
Yeah, oh
okay.
yeah, no, really good.
Okay, check it out. There's a creature.
Don't
big,
trust this fucking guy.
oh,
he don't
Ju-
know shit about movies. Not
big
kidding.
fucking creature, right? CG'd creature.
Okay.
And he is able, it's an unspeaking creature. He's able to give it a personality.
That's pretty
Like, it's,
impressive.
you can tell by watching it that it's not malicious.
Mm-hmm.
It's only trying to survive.
Okay.
And you can feel this. And it's just a CG creature.
It's like
That's pretty cool.
there's this scene where it's attacking like a group of people, and so then the main character is trying to run away with his daughter, and he grabs her hand and he's sprinting away, and then when he looks back to check where it is, he looks down and he didn't grab his daughter's hand, he grabbed a different girl. So then the creature like grabs up his daughter and like takes her away, and he has to like try to get his daughter back and shit. So.
Is that like the main plot of the
Yeah,
story?
that's-
Okay.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's really, I might still have it
Yeah.
on DVD.
Huh.
Like I said, I love
And like
it.
I say, he gives this non-communicating character a distinct personality of survival only. You know what I mean? And you can feel it. It's
That's awesome.
Jake
pretty
says
amazing.
Jake says if you go now, you can catch the 9:50 p.m. showing of in Oshkosh, a Parasite.
Oh.
Group trip.
Oh.
I gotta work on the more.
Right.
Me too.
How long is that movie?
It was about 2 hours, 12 minutes, I think.
Did you
About
guys-
2 hours, 12 minutes
So-
exact.
Did you guys see?
I watched it like right before the Oscars.
Did you guys
day
see the
before.
movie that should have won Best Picture, which was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I was gonna say the Quentin Tarantino one.
Yeah.
No.
I
No.
have not seen it yet.
I
and
watched
it's a
it.
shame.
It was fine.
So good.
It shouldn't have won any awards. And Brad Pitt
Yeah,
won
right.
Best
Yeah.
Supporting Actor. No, he was just fucking Brad Pitt. He played Brad Pitt.
I
was
don't-
angry
I don't
about
think-
that.
I don't think so. That movie is great and deserved way
It was
better
an
than
enjoyable movie.
Clearly, Brad Pitt did a good job of playing Brad Pitt.
That I think.
Okay.
I think that movie.
Wait,
deserved
what
it.
movie from Brad Pitt?
What?
The Once
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh,
He won Best
okay,
Supporting
yeah.
Actor.
You know what he did do recently
I think
that
Tarantino
actually
fucking
was
touches
pretty
his
good? Did you see the Netflix one where he played that fucking general?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
No.
General.
War Machine. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Was it?
That
Machine.
was fucking insane, crazy.
Uh,
Yeah, that was a good fucking
People
movie.
don't understand. Brad Pitt doesn't play himself. He's one of the greatest character actors of all time.
Glorious Bastard.
But all of the characters are Brad Pitt.
And that's what you think.
No, if you this War Machine that he said,
Mm-hmm.
I saw that. It's pretty fucking
Or
crazy.
watching Glorious
They
Bastard.
they play
Yeah.
this guy. He's
Yeah.
what they talk about him like he's
Or Fight Club. Or
got a
Seven.
something shoved up his ass. You know what I mean? And he actually walks around
Yeah,
like
yes,
that.
he
And
is,
he's got a.
What's in the box?
It's fucking
I
amazing.
thought it might have
That's
been Edward
weird.
Norton.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'd
oh,
watch
shit.
that. That's on Netflix.
Edward
you
Norton's in-
said?
Yes.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
of Kevin Spacey.
Yeah,
Sorry.
He's just this trumped up. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Like
people
I don't think
understand.
much of
Brad
him.
Pitt's great.
I really
One of the
don't
greatest characters
because
of
of the
all
whole
And this
Jennifer
again,
Aniston, Angelina Jolie,
Oh,
back
yeah.
to Jennifer
Nick.
Aniston fucking thing, and
Mhm.
Nick,
the whole bad hygiene thing that they reference in my Between Two Ferns and all that.
I
You know
let
what
it sit on my face.
But when I saw that the War Machine, I was like, holy cow! I guess he
I
can
guarantee
still
he got
fucking
that
act.
award as like a career thing.
I think he probably did, yeah.
But I do think...
In which case, sure, absolutely. I like
should have
Brad
won Best
Pitt.
Supporting over him.
yeah.
Let me
like
think.
Brad Pitt because you're railing into him pretty good.
I'll say, like, as a supporting, like, who wins over...
There are
for
plenty of
supporting?
actors who just play themselves that I enjoy plenty. Ryan Reynolds is always Ryan Reynolds.
That's fair.
He's enjoyable.
Did you watch that Michael Bay movie that he was in on Netflix?
Like, I have not...
600?
I haven't watched it.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
really
looked
good.
interested.
If you like action movies,
1600.
Let me see.
if you like action, it's good.
I put it on my list.
Who
If you wanna
were
know-
all
You can
nominated
make
for
an
Best
entire
Supporting?
fucking-
Oh, hell yeah. I like
It's a
Michael
Michael
Bay
Bay
movie.
movie.
Watch it
Look it up.
movies.
It's a Michael Bay
Caleb.
movie.
Yeah.
Who was all nominated for
You
Best
can make
Supporting
an
Actor
entire
this year?
fucking
Let's find out.
producible,
Because I
releasable
remember
song
thinking,
on that
oh,
little
this
fucking
person
thing.
should have won instead.
But yeah,
For sure.
It's like maybe...
Ender Huang has
I don't
one.
know.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
And the same goes for the lady who won Best Supporting Actress. Did not deserve it. She did fine.
Wow.
Got
an Oscar right here or something.
Let's see.
Oh, wait, no, it was the Academy.
I saw something
Oscar.
interesting on the Oscars.
Oh, Al Pacino. He played Jimmy Hoffa in The Irishman.
Yeah.
He should have won.
No.
Yeah.
That movie's so overrated, it's painful.
I didn't love The Irishman.
Did
it
you
was
watch
good,
it?
but he had a good performance.
From what I've heard, he didn't play Jimmy Hoffa correctly.
Did you watch it?
Jimmy Hoffa doesn't do the Al Pacino thing.
You didn't.
Guys! What's going on? What?
He didn't.
He did his Al Pacino thing.
Did
But-
you see it?
Yes. He is not, like, he doesn't play Hoffa correctly. And
Mm.
I've seen, and I didn't know because I didn't know Hoffa, but I read a bunch of stuff about people who actually, like, knew Hoffa, and they're like, yeah, it's just not Jimmy Hoffa.
Mm.
I also don't think Al Pacino should be winning anything at this age because he's not good anymore. And all the fucking effects.
he's just fine.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He did really
Well, he's
well.
got a new one coming out.
I
about
also-
the Nazi hunters.
That actually looks real good.
The guy that killed Hitler and captured Bigfoot.
Yeah, so
I
like,
saw that one, and
mean,
I
like,
always wanted to
who
watch it
takes-
because it's like
Is it
this
good?
I don't know. Right?
Oh.
Yeah. Is it?
Oh,
I've never
okay.
seen
I
it.
thought you said.
Like,
I
it was
haven't even-
nominated for
thought-
an
I saw
Oscar?
clips
Oh, it
of Joe
was? Yeah.
Pesci when he was
Legitimately.
young
Jesus.
the other day. It kind of blew my mind.
yeah. So who takes it over?
I
Pitt
forgot
in this?
what he
Like,
would look like.
Anthony Hopkins. Like, Hopkins is the only other actor probably deserving of a best because he's so good. But, like,
Anthony
Pesci
Hopkins
and
is
Irishman,
wonderful.
no. Tom Hanks, maybe. I don't know if that movie was good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one. Tom Hanks is an awesome actor.
I love
but-
Tom Hanks, but in the previews, I looked at it and I went, "You're not Mr. Rogers. You're Tom Hanks."
Yeah. And, like,
Okay,
Al
fuck.
Pacino
I mean,
playing
he
Hoffa,
already
like,
seems
no.
like America's
Al
grandfather.
Pacino for
so.
sure. Joe Pesci did well. I probably would have picked him over Brad Pitt.
Just
For best
look up
supporting.
Joe Pesci when he was young.
No.
Just
We
crazy.
all know
He was
not
in
looking
Home Alone,
We
man.
all know what Joe Pesci.
No,
looked
I
like
mean
in
like
Home Alone.
in the black and white days.
Oh, like young.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't look like that then because he was in color.
I was curious what some of your other stuff.
No, I'm just saying he was in movies back
Because
then.
I
He's that
always,
old.
or
Oh,
for like
weird.
the last 5
Same
years,
He didn't
It's
look
have,
like
weird
you know,
because
voted on
he-
what I think for the
there's just
Oscars and
enough
see
of
how
what
many
he
I
looks
got.
like
I got
now
10 of
to
them right
recognize
this
him.
year,
Yeah.
But he really looks a lot different.
minus like the shorts and documentaries, which I'm not gonna watch.
Renee Zellweger?
Yep, she won Best Actress for
What? For what?
a biopic
For
of Judy Garland.
Judy.
Judy.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I've
It was
heard-
only nominated for Best
I watched
Actress.
like a movie-based podcast that's done in, like LA by a bunch of
Mhm.
different people, and they said that was like the only one that should ever be considered for winning because she was so far above everybody else.
Mm.
Like
That's fair. A lot of the nominees for Best Actress this year were ones that were not nominated for anything else.
Kayla asked in the chat if Tom Hanks was related to Mr. Rogers. Is that
I
true?
heard that they were distant
Really?
cousins, but they didn't know that when he was cast.
Huh.
I don't know how accurate that is. That's what I heard from a couple of different people.
so, yeah.
That'd be
Like,
interesting.
I think the person that won best like actor probably won is fine.
Joaquin Phoenix
Yeah,
as
for
Joker?
Joker,
Yeah,
that seems fine.
absolutely.
I have
I
not
don't know.
seen that yet. I was so excited
Oh.
about it. I don't know why I
that's-
didn't see it.
Leo would have been
It's good.
fine.
He deserved it.
I think Leo
I
would
don't
have
know
actually
why
been
I
fine
haven't.
in Once Upon a Time, he did a good job, but I would say I wouldn't pick him.
No.
I probably would have picked Adam Driver from Marriage Story because that was
That would have been my second choice
so good.
as well.
Wait, which one?
Adam Driver
from
from
Marriage
Marriage
Story, the
Story.
Netflix
It's like a
movie.
Netflix
It's
original.
good?
Very good things
Okay.
about that.
You probably won't like it. It's real
Phenomenal.
depressing.
It's like a drama. It's just a drama.
Yeah, it's just, but it's very well done.
What about The Report?
The Report? I don't know that I know that one.
that
Okay,
the one
never
with-
mind.
Is that the one about
The
Fox
redacted
News
one?
thing? Or no? What are you talking about? Oh,
It's-
that's Bombshell. Never mind.
Okay, never mind.
I don't know.
Hmm.
We already talked about Best supporting the actress, obviously Judi Dench is the only one that should have won. Who won the? Oh, didn't?
Let me see.
Oh
Best
yeah,
support...
Laura Dern won for Marriage Story.
Laura Dern won for Marriage Story. She did fine.
I don't know.
Whoa! Jojo Rabbit has Scarlett Johansson.
Oh yeah.
She plays mommy.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jojo Rabbit.
And who? Who's the male?
In Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah.
He's a little kid.
And then
Taika
Waititi plays Hitler. The director plays Hitler.
Yeah, the director plays Hitler. Sam Rockwell's also in it. He plays.
That's okay.
He was a leader of a Hitler Youth program.
I remember that was said before.
I'm annoyed that Rebel.
Do you know
annoyed
the premise
Rebel
of
Wilson's
Jojo
in that
Rabbit?
movie,
I've never heard of Jojo Rabbit.
It takes place.
I don't watch Oscar movies because 90% of the time I don't like.
This one I think you would like. This takes place in Germany during World War II about this kid who's really a Hitler fanatic. He's German. He thinks it's awesome. His imaginary friend is a sassy Hitler.
Oh my!
And it's amazing.
Oh, the Rabbit movie?
Yeah, Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, I heard great things.
Sassy Hitler is like, oh, he's the best. You should definitely. I recommend.
I'm really annoyed that Rebel Wilson's in that movie.
Yeah.
I think she should not be an actress in Hollywood because she's.
Oh, Rebel Wilson bugs the hell out of me.
She's so bad.
I'm
fat, and that's my only personality.
Yep, that's literally all she does. I could care less that she's fat. She's just not funny, and she tries to play off the fact that she's fat all the time.
Yeah.
I thought she was fine in Bridesmaids.
She
was she even in Bridesmaids?
Yeah, her roommate.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. She was.
She was the only part of Pitch Perfect that I didn't really like.
Not a real role.
Like I like Pitch Perfect a lot. It's a great movie, but Rebel Wilson is the worst.
I don't generally find her funny either.
And she's just so loud and obnoxious.
That's animated.
Toy Story 4.
Everyone knows the correct one.
It absolutely has to be
Because it's like the second best Story Story? It's like the second best Toy Story movie.
Story.
It's
after which one?
2, 4, 1. Or no, it's like
2.
It's like 2, 4, 3, 1.
2 is my least favorite.
It's the best one.
Wow.
It has the most complete story.
They're all good though. I don't dislike any.
3 or 4.
Was that?
I haven't seen 3 or 4.
You need to see 3. If not,
if you need a good cry, watch number 3.
And a good cry, watch number 4.
Yeah,
I cried more in 4 than any of the other ones.
I cried more in 3, but 4 was also
4 hurt me
also
physically.
I don't know. 2 just didn't do it for me, and then I lost interest.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like I didn't hate it. Don't get me wrong. It was fine.
2 was like
no. That's
after that. It was
just
just
interesting. Wow.
Like 2 stories was enough for the toys. That's all. Like
you think that
the first one I loved.
I'll be honest,
I loved the first one.
I didn't want Toy Story 4 when they announced it, and then I went to the theater and watched it, and I was like,
wow.
Because I felt like they really wrapped it up in Toy Story.
I would
3.
probably love it if I watched it. I just don't.
But there was more story to tell, so 4 was good.
4, the story that they chose was amazing because it was a smaller story.
Yeah.
But the effects and the visuals in 4 is like lifelike.
Oh
yeah,
it looks amazing how good that movie looks.
Yeah.
It looks like real life.
I mean,
literally, I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of which, cinematography was 1917, which absolutely should have been.
Yeah, nothing else even.
No, not even close.
That's that war movie, right?
Yeah, because it's shot all in single camera to make it look like one full shot the entire movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's that one?
1917. World War One.
Oh, okay. You started talking, I was like, yeah, that was that horror movie they made. And I was like, no, that's years ago. Hold on.
What horror movie was that?
There's a couple different ones.
Yeah,
but there is that one that was done that way.
But like then people like online like proved that it wasn't.
Like the Blair Witch Project kind of style.
No. There's one that was like I think they advertised like we did it in one shot.
It was like a one take movie.
But then people proved like no, you did take. You had a cut here.
It was like basically in like when the camera would pan and there was like a dark area. They would be able to tell like
which.
then.
Good job.
Yeah, exactly.
Good job editing your
that's
movie.
Still good.
No, exactly. Yeah. That's
okay, wait. So did they claim that it was a?
I don't think so.
Well,
but I don't think they said otherwise either.
Right.
No, for that horror movie they did.
Oh, did they claim it?
Yeah, they were talking about like all in one take or some shit like that.
Well, then they're bastards.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But
that's why I think people.
If you do it like that and you don't claim it is that, and it just looks good, then whatever. That's awesome.
Costume design, Little Women won for whatever reason. Don't know, haven't seen it.
Because it has fancy dresses.
Oh, okay, sure. I'll give it to them.
I mean, it makes sense.
That's fine.
Not only that, but they had to make the dresses for Little Women.
That's right.
Chief director, who is it? The one that Parasite won?
Yeah,
right?
Bong Joon-ho.
Which I'm assuming because it's the best movie. Yeah, usually they go hand in hand a lot of the time.
Often,
so.
yeah.
documentary.
Don't know.
The American Factory one, which...
Oh, it was the American Factory one, yeah.
So that's fine. That's on Netflix. That's a Netflix documentary, by the way.
Is it? Okay.
Don't know that one.
That was the...
Film editing, Ford vs. Ferrari one, which should have won Best Picture. That's the movie that should have won Best Picture. I will say it right now. It should have won.
I haven't seen that one.
It's also my favorite, extremely historically accurate.
Literally my favorite movie I've seen.
From what I know of Enzo Ferrari, he's a dick.
Ford vs. Ferrari is my favorite movie I've seen.
And the Ford GT40
Endgame,
is
Star
amazing.
Wars, and like other good things. Ford vs. Ferrari is the best movie of the year.
I did bet that it would win
100%.
film editing because a racing type movie would need really good film editing for it.
Better about watching.
That's pretty cool.
It's the greatest true story I've ever watched.
That movie had everything I wanted.
Did you
see? You can enjoy it even if you don't like racing.
Which I don't care about racing, but it made me go, "This is amazing."
Right.
I would like to point out that on Netflix there is a movie about Koenigsegg.
Well, what?
Koenigsegg.
They make
I don't know.
Christian von Koenigsegg.
Oh.
Okay.
That is very amazing.
Huh.
I bet
they make
is it
extremely high performance supercars.
Huh. Is it a documentary or is it like a?
You would love.
It is.
Okay.
Oh, I know. I haven't seen it.
It's where they told. I have the ghosts.
Everybody at
I have
my
stickers
work was
of
talking about it.
I mean, they have a thing where they talked about the fact that
you know me, I don't really
Sweden,
care that much. But like me, and my parents.
There's two factories for Koenigsegg, and one of them is in an old
the best movie.
Swedish Air Force
I'm
hangar.
glad Parasite went over, but
and
this movie.
One of the guys at work said he saw it 3 times. In like
and they talked to Christian von Koenigsegg.
He said he hardly ever goes to movies, but he saw that movie 3 times.
50% of the cars are made in both places. And all the cars that are made in that hangar come with a special emblem of their flight platoon or squadron.
Oh, okay.
Like
which is the ghost.
That's hot.
So
that's cool.
About half of the cars, Koenigsegg cars, have this emblem on there, and it's their fighter squadron.
That's pretty cool. That's sweet.
Because
how expensive are those?
Only cost you literally millions of dollars to get in one.
Someday.
Yeah. So Ford vs. Ferrari won.
Not hundreds of thousands.
Well
no. Millions of dollars.
But yeah, it designates
one of the most expensive,
the one that came from their former Air Force
Ferrari
base.
look like a Geo, that kind of thing.
And it's because he's got runways as test track to build these things on.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a good idea.
The car that beat Ferrari. Cars. But
they got engines, man. They got
Cars.
brakes. Owen Wilson, baby.
I just rewatched that like a month ago, and that movie's way better.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
Way better.
See, I always liked it.
What one?
Cars
is
way better than I remember
it's
it being.
It's an enjoyable movie. I've never seen the other
one. And I watched the second one for the first time.
Have you seen the third one?
Oh, on YouTube?
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Someone has put together a video that side by sides the difference between the new
Cars 3?
no
Cars 2.
no the Blue Hedgehog
Sonic. Oh,
between the bad version that they did and the
one that actually looks good.
Yeah.
And the new one.
yes. Oh, I saw a side by side too. It's
I will definitely be
so
seeing
much
that in
better.
theaters because everybody, including myself, bitched that Sonic looked terrible. The company that made the movie actually listened. They redid it. They spent millions of dollars to fix it, and now we have to prove that it was worth it by going to see the movie.
That's right.
I don't care if the movie's fucking terrible. I'm still gonna see it because
I've heard two different things because I follow a lot of like film critics.
Jim Carrey's parts look awesome.
I've heard that. I've heard one person said that
in.
it's good and Jim Carrey nails it, and I've heard another person that's like the movie's just not good. I'm more inclined to believe that Jim Carrey nails it and the movie's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you've seen the new trailer,
the movie's not great. Jim Carrey is always good.
Yeah.
So
it's like classic silly Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for it too. I love those.
Because don't get me wrong, he can do all these crazy things, like 23.
Oh,
and
that was
there's
awesome.
a new movie on Netflix that he plays an undistinguishable character, like a hobo in the desert.
Really?
Yeah, and so he nails
Sounds
it.
about right for him nowadays.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, he is kind of.
He can be a fucking chameleon. But in this, he's like classic Jim Carrey.
Oh.
Like
Is it
Ace
out already?
Ventura. Yeah.
It did it. Come
Wait, no,
out
is it
already?
this
No,
weekend?
it drops
This weekend,
Valentine's Day.
Nice.
So we got obviously international film one first, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Hair and makeup, Bombshell one, because it had all the women. It was about that Fox News like.
That's right.
Oh,
I couldn't
yeah.
remember. I couldn't remember who won on
Did I
that
give
one.
you that bottle?
Yeah, it's right
Okay, what do you think?
It's fine.
The score.
Only fine.
I did not. No, I don't think anyone expected Joker's score to win, but it won, which was wild.
I
Joker.
I voted for that one
Really?
to win. Yeah.
I didn't see it, so I have no idea.
But then, right before they did the voting. Wait, did you say you haven't seen it?
Yeah, I just didn't see it.
Really?
Oh, okay. I haven't either.
I didn't really care.
Oh, I
That's
care.
alright.
I
Like-
just
I
didn't-
really,
I'm like,
really, really
what
wanted
people do
to. I
Joker?
just,
Probably
I
gonna be
have
good.
no
It's
explanation
a good
for
movie.
why.
I'm assuming it's good.
It's
I don't
and it's
know
more than
why.
just your backstory movie.
Well, I assume it's not even. I assume it's barely connected.
Yeah.
It's its own thing, which is why I'm like, I'll see it when it
But
comes
it
out.
has.
Joker has very cool, eerie violin.
Oh, okay.
It's
It
kind
has
of-
Wayne, right?
It does.
Bruce Wayne?
Yeah.
No,
Thomas.
Thomas
Thomas
Wayne.
Wayne.
And it has Arkham Asylum, right?
It's awesome.
I don't know if it has.
Yeah,
Arkham
they
Asylum.
connected.
And it has.
Well, I saw
They do
the
this.
trailer.
So why is it? Why is it?
Not this.
I don't
They do
remember.
this.
Oh,
Why
it
is-
probably does have Arkham Asylum.
Why is it
I
Thomas?
think it does.
Thomas Wayne
Daddy
is
Wayne.
Batman's dad.
Oh, I was gonna say yeah. That's what I thought.
Because this takes place earlier than Batman.
Bruce
would
Wayne
even
is
be
also in
alive,
it
or
a
be
little
kid
bit.
at
Oh,
this
okay,
point.
okay.
I
It's
just always
probably
assumed
little,
Star Wars
isn't
will
it,
win
too, huh?
the
Little-
score
little bit.
because it's
He's
always
in it
good.
a little.
Even though this
Yeah.
one wasn't. So
Because it's in his dad.
I mean, I loved The Rise of Skywalker.
a lot of redux. I think because there's just a lot of redo like score stuff. I mean, that's what I'm talking
Mhm.
about.
Yeah.
The score was like, meh. Like it's fine.
For what?
The score for I usually assume the Star Wars score is gonna win, but
Oh.
since this movie was like all just kind
Well-
of like reduxes of old stuff, I can see how that did.
That's fair. They
Star-
brought back a lot of themes.
Yeah,
that
that's
were
what I
in
mean.
the
Like
movies.
not
I
a ton
feel
of
like-
original scoring for that movie.
I feel like Star Wars is always nominated for best original score as like a courtesy. Like you did it again, John Williams.
Yeah.
Another
It's
great
good.
score. Yeah.
Pat on the
Nice
back.
work,
Yeah.
big guy.
They don't usually win, but it's like you're still doing good.
Then the
Because
Rock-
like
the
they
Rocket
all
Man
take
song.
off of the
Yeah.
classic Star Wars
Exactly.
score, which is one of
Oh.
the best scores
Yeah.
of any movie ever.
He was
so-
in the movie.
What?
John Williams,
Oh yeah, he was.
Was he?
Yeah.
the guy with the eye patch.
Yeah, he was like a bartender. He was.
Yeah.
When they went to go, when they went to
That's
go
awesome.
meet, what the fuck is that little thing's name?
Babu
Baby
Frick.
Yoda.
Yeah.
Babu Frick.
Babu Frick,
When they went to
Yeah.
meet Babu.
But baby.
Babu.
That's
who was awesome.
By
by the
one of the
way.
best.
Oh
I
yeah.
hate 60% of the movie and I like 40%.
Oh,
First,
I
loved
it's
it.
the first Star Wars movie
Not
I've
a big
ever
movie guy.
disliked coming out of it. I'm like, this
You want to know
is-
something really interesting?
so stupid. I love like
Really
action movies,
fucking
but I
interesting.
don't
Okay.
go to theaters
And
anymore.
Adam can attest to
I
this.
can.
Yeah. The character in the second one and
Jesus Christ! What?
the with the big what's her name with the
Maz?
goggles? Maz.
Kanata.
Oh yeah.
Paz.
Maz.
Maz.
Kanata,
Kanata.
Okay.
Maz Kanata.
The actual
and she's in
the
the seventh.
actual actress was in another movie recently
Called
Lupita Nyong'o, is that?
Yes.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
Us.
Mhm.
about zombies attacking
Oh yeah.
children.
Yeah. That
I haven't
looks
watched that
great.
yet, but
It's
I
really
keep
good.
looking at it and
I know
going,
exactly
I should
what you're
watch
talking
that.
about.
Little
And
Monsters.
it
Little
is
Monsters.
amazing, and she is amazing.
Mm.
Yeah. That is a really fucking.
She's
good
a
one.
really good actress.
It is
Well, of
an-
course, she would play a person taking on zombies. She's
It
also
is
in
an-
The Walking Dead,
an
Yeah.
incredible movie.
Lupita Nyong'o?
isn't she?
Do you think
What?
she's Michonne? Because that's not her.
Who is she?
Not all black people look the same, Nick.
She's not black.
Lupita Nyong'o?
Yeah, I thought.
Wow.
In The Walking Dead.
No.
No.
This guy looks
You had me
stupid.
fooled for a second. I was like, yeah, she. Wait a second.
Unless she's
You know what?
not-
Samuel L. Jackson would
Yeah,
tear you a new
I have a
one.
computer right there.
But I don't want to look it up. Because he needs to
That's
find this
right.
out on his own.
I need to find it out and discover this on my own.
That is
Little
not
Monsters,
her.
right?
But anyways, yes.
It
Oh,
is
it's not
an amazing fucking movie,
Mhm.
and she did such
Let's
a
see.
good job.
And Josh Gad's great in it.
Yeah.
Josh Gad.
Josh Gad.
I mean, she's
Got
not
Gad.
Michonne.
Love my dude.
No,
love
she's
my dude.
not. I totally thought she was.
Very wrong.
It's alright.
Their skin is
We
not
are-
even
she's too
close
good
to
for
the
The
same
Walking
color. You're way off.
She's too good for The Walking Dead.
Aren't we all? That's why none of us were on it.
The original song was Rocket Man. One of the songs from Rocket
Yep,
Man, which is
from
that's
Elton
pretty
John.
Cool. Pretty cool.
Rocket Man was a good movie.
Yeah, I've
Was
heard,
it? See, I wanted
I
to
didn't
see.
see
it.
it.
I've heard it's way better than Bohemian Rhapsody.
Well,
Loved Bohemian.
I saw
Rhapsody.
it. I thought it was better than I thought it was. I was
I
gonna
didn't
be.
see.
Bohemian
Because I didn't
Rhapsody
think it
was
was-
more of a biopic.
I didn't
Rocket Man
think-
was more of a biopic / musical.
I didn't think Bohemian Rhapsody was going to be good, but then like when I watched it, I was like, it was fine.
My
I don't like
absolute
the editing in that movie.
favorite part
that's the only
of
part that I think is bad. It's like
Bohemian Rhapsody was the producer or record label guy that hated the song.
Yeah, because it's fucking Mike Myers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then you think back to
I know that. I didn't see the movie.
In the AMC Pacer where they're just jamming out to it.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Nice little corner reference there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought Rami Malek, I think, is the dude's name.
Yeah.
Because he's saying some of that was actually him. He
He
sang
was a
Freddie
great
Mercury.
He was a great Freddie. I really wanted
vocalist.
Sacha Baron.
I was.
That's-
Thank you. Yes, I was.
Freddie Mercury being
pissed.
one of the
Rami
greatest vocal.
Malek. I can't wait to see him in the new James Bond.
Yeah, he's
Sasha?
the villain in the new James
No,
Bond.
I wish.
Who is?
Is that
Rami Malek is the
that's right.
villain in the new James Bond.
That's right. He'll be all right.
Yeah. Oh.
Of course he will.
That'd be good. Give me Sacha Baron Cohen.
Thank you.
God.
Fucking love that.
Because he was
man.
originally going to play Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Was he really?
Yeah, and then they
Oh,
had some
God.
disputes or something, and he dropped
I
out.
just-
I'm very glad he didn't.
Yeah.
That would have been
What
so
the
good.
fuck?
He was going to
the
do a
thing
serious
is,
role.
He can.
Yeah.
He
He's
can
such a
do
good
serious
serious actor.
roles.
He
I've
is
seen-
amazing.
What are some of
But
his
the
serious
reason
roles
he actually
I've seen
dropped
him in?
off because they originally were going to make the movie R-rated and go much more like detailed, and then when they said no, we're going to make it PG-13, he's like, well, I want to because he was going to be very serious with the role. He's like, if I can't do it the way like almost method, then
Has
I'm not gonna
anyone
fucking do
seen
it.
The Spy
The Spy. I don't think I have.
on Netflix?
Oh yeah, I know exactly what that is, and that looks that's a serious role that he's in. It's a series. It looks
Never seen him
Really?
in anything that's
It's
not
that's the series to look
gay
at.
as hell.
That's the series,
And that's not a slight. That's
So
So you've only seen the
watch.
movie now.
and what
Borat?
Unfucking
Yeah.
believable.
Well, look at
And-
the fucking thing he's
Banana
wearing.
hammock?
Yes,
Because
yeah.
that came out, he did an interview on Jimmy Fallon, and it was the first time he ever did an interview not in a character.
Yeah. It was very...
Really?
It
Yeah.
was a
That's
pretty
weird.
insane interview where he was himself.
That's
He's
really
disgusting.
He's beyond talented. And
Talking about, like,
musically.
he
too.
he admits
Well, yeah,
that
he was in Les Mis.
he
and
said the
Sweeney Todd.
Borat
And
thing.
Sweeney Todd.
He was in Sweeney Todd?
Yes, he
What the fuck
was.
was he in Sweeney Todd?
He was Teufel Pirelli, the king of the Barber Kings of Bajor.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Um,
that.
and
I've seen
the
that
thing-
movie.
He's
the-
another
the thing
fucking
about-
like Gary Oldman.
The
He's
thing
a
about his
fucking
character
chameleon.
too
Yeah.
is
I
that
actually would put Sacha Baron Cohen as one of the top like 10 like maybe not method, but like Gary Oldman type characters where like he can just disappear into a role and you don't even know it's him.
his
for a
character in
while.
Sweeney Todd.
Also-
Yeah, see, a method actor is someone
I
like
know, I'm not
Jared
saying
Leto
I don't mean method,
who
but
can
like
be
chameleon.
shitty in a movie.
And then also be shitty in real life.
But that's the method part.
But
Is
his,
being shitty
his role in Sweeney Todd
from beginning
was
to end of
normally
shooting.
casted by a woman. Because in that opening song, when you to shave the face, that song, there's a high note that they'd always cast a woman for, but he actually can hit that shit because he's so fucking good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, when we're talking about Sacha Baron Cohen and method acting, Madagascar, anybody? King Julius.
He likes to
King
move
Julius.
it.
That's
move it.
him?
Wait.
Really?
He likes to
Fuck,
move
I
it.
knew
your
he
world
was
is
not
just
a method
opening up
Was
for
that-
Sacha Baron
See,
Cohen.
I never knew he was in anything other than those two fucking
Oh, yeah.
terrible, and I hate
He's
it.
not
I
a
don't,
method
I don't
actor.
care if people
No,
think
not
they're
really
funny.
method
I don't
actor,
think
no.
Borat's funny.
Like the-
I think it's stupid as hell. And just
I agree with
awkward
you.
and
He
uncomfortable.
just chose
Bruno,
to do-
worse.
Yes.
I don't get
To
those.
not do
He is-
interviews
he's like
as
top
Sacha
tier
Baron
talent.
Cohen.
That's why I wanted him
an
to be
odd
Freddie Mercury
choice.
because it would have been a great series.
So
to
he,
watch.
Publicity.
he keeps
Yeah,
it
I would
up
have been okay
for
if
his
Bohemian Rhapsody was
interviews,
rated
but
R.
not for
Because
like
yeah,
the
they
offset.
they like
movie
hinted
stuff,
at a
sort of
lot
thing.
of
No,
the
because
shit
he's
that
not being
just
truthful.
fucking
I
do it,
suppose.
man.
Yeah,
That's
just
true.
he's dead. He can't get mad. Just fucking do it.
Exactly.
Everybody still loves Freddie Mercury, even though he was all kinds of fucked
But
up.
I think they changed the rating because it was like the people that are actually alive.
Yeah, like Brian May and them.
Yeah.
Because they still have
Probably.
control of the property.
Yeah.
Nah,
They're like, we want this to be, we want to make more money off it.
No.
I'm sure they wanted
Have
to
you-
make it a more nice,
Have you
Yeah.
shiny.
Well, they
Have you
also
ever
wanted
seen,
more audiences this year.
have you ever seen
Right.
Ali G at all?
I've never seen that.
That's like his first character, Sacha Baron Cohen, and it's just a wangster in the British like suburbs, and one of the like he had a TV show where he would basically interview like political people but he was like a fucking like idiot, just like boom boom booyah, like all this stuff. Like in one of his episodes, he had a word for the episode, and the word was respect. And it like they had it up behind him on the set, and it spelled like RESPEK, and he's like, respect nowadays is so hard to find that if you try to look up the word behind me in the dictionary, you see they taking it out. So yeah, it's shit like that. And, like the opening of his the movie he did is like just so funny because he like goes up in this like car convertible shit or whatever cars. Yeah, and like up in the curb and like there's this pimp with some prostitutes and he's trying to get them or whatever, and the pimp's just like these bitches belong to me or whatever, something like that, but he's like, belong? That's a very sexist way to talk about these bitches. Stuff like that. It's so good. So, like, if you didn't like Borat or Bruno, like, Ali G is a completely different character. You might enjoy some of that.
Yeah, I guess I
did have Bilbo in that, too.
I stand corrected. I probably would like Sacha Baron Cohen.
Really?
I only knew him from the two dumbest movies I've ever seen.
And of course, that's what a lot of people know him as.
And it's funny because, I was saying Bilbo Baggins plays one of his friends in the movie.
Do yourself a favor and watch
like
The
gay
Spy.
sex in it. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's on Netflix.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like a drama.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Can I just say it's probably my favorite
It's a
episode
period
because we talk
piece.
about Sacha Baron Cohen so much.
It's in the past. It's like about the Mossad.
Misogyny.
How do you spell Saw?
The Mossad.
I think it's
CH.
CH.
Oh yeah.
Sacha.
Yeah.
There we be.
I just want to look at his list of.
Isn't it Baron?
And he's married to the redheaded chick.
Isla Fisher.
Yeah.
What?
That doesn't make any sense.
Who?
His wife. Do you remember Wedding Crashers?
Oh, yeah.
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 Wait, he's married to who?
The redheaded.
Isla
Isla
Fisher.
Fisher?
Whatever.
Yeah. I just say Isla.
Yeah,
Fisher.
and it's funny because we put them two together. He's like two of her.
Yeah, she's
You don't
so short.
like him in Talladega Nights?
Talladega Nights.
Oh, the F1 driver?
Yeah.
No.
He's
Yeah.
so good. Oh my goodness.
But he's not like the
That's
main
another one of those
character in
movies
that
that's just
one.
No.
terrible and awesome.
Let's see.
Yeah, but that one's not as ridiculously awful as Borat.
I've never seen Borat. Can't speak to it.
Okay,
Or-
don't.
Or
Save
Bruno.
yourself.
He plays Pirelli in Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
Whoever that is.
That's the king of the barber of kings.
Yeah, see, look at
Talladega
all the
Nights is better
interviews.
than Borat.
Like on Howard Stern, he's Borat.
Ali G in the house. That's that movie.
He's always a character until you finally get to the most recent version of Jimmy
The
Fallon.
Spy. As they look at him in this one, yeah, it's like a fucking serious.
Yep.
thing.
I'm sure he fucking nails it.
It is amazing.
I did like hearing
I'm all about those kind of movies.
And, like, look at this and tell me he wouldn't be a good Freddie Mercury. Like,
He absolutely would have.
I liked
Mossad movies, CIA movies, all that shit. I fucking love it.
oh yeah, I know you do.
yeah,
It
it's
was-
like a,
it
it's like
was
a government
good.
secret movie type thing. It's pretty. Looks pretty cool. It's on my list to watch yet.
And then there's Cricket Wireless in the background.
Yeah.
IMDb page.
Oh yeah.
I did like I saw an interview with his wife. They were talking about him when he was promoting Bruno, and he had to stay in character. No, not Bruno. Borat, and she hated it because Borat's such a hairy. Like, you saw the banana hammock and he's so hairy and he's got the facial hair and stuff.
Yeah.
And but he would have to stay like that till all the promotion was done.
He said he didn't like that.
Yeah, he didn't and she didn't. And then
In Fallon, he's like, that was a bit too far. He's like, I crossed the line with that.
was it banana hammock?
Yep.
But yeah, then she said she loved Bruno.
I agree. I think that.
But it's funny, in Bruno, he did something that he almost got like beaten to death. Like he would have been like seriously, if he wasn't actually like a Jewish, I believe he's Jewish native.
He looks like he would be.
Yeah, he did this scene where he was in like a downtown Jewish area and he was wearing like a Jewish like boy clothes, but it was like very low cut, slutty, gay Bruno style. And when he went around asking questions about stuff, these old guys got like
Hasidic Jews.
Yeah, they got super offended and like were spitting on him, and then like they started throwing shit, and he like ran away, and he tried to hide from them in like a local shop. And they found him in the shop, and they were like, he said in an interview, he was like, they were about to beat the living shit out of me. And then he spoke Hebrew to them, explained everything, and like how, like who he was and what was going on.
They're making a movie or whatever.
Yeah. So like he was like fearing for his life, and he tried to hide in the shop, but they found him in there. So it was pretty hilarious because like if you see his outfit or whatever, it's just low cut schoolgirl almost like thing. So it's yeah. But Bruno had an amazing. I love the endings for Bruno.
Not like I don't even remember it honestly.
Where they were doing a steel cage UFC fight.
Oh yeah.
And then he just ends up like making out with this dude in the middle of the cage, and they get on top of each other, and then all the drunk rednecks are so angry about what's going on, so they start throwing chairs and shit in there.
Remember when he did the MTV Music Awards?
As a character?
Bruno.
Oh wow.
He pissed off Eminem.
Sweet, what did he say?
Well, like, it's because like Eminem's like super anti like
everything
gay, right? Like, or he was at least.
No, he gave that up with the whole dispute with.
I mean, back in the MTV Awards, probably still that way.
Wait, what? They just did another Rocket Man.
Elton John.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
it's fine.
The world went nuts.
Oh, when Eminem hugged Elton John.
Yeah, to make everything better. Yeah.
No, I remember
he's never made that mistake since then.
I remember like a mock interview. It was like Eminem after hugging Elton John says, "Yo, he was gay."
But yeah,
dude, I loved
Sacha Baron Cohen called him out.
That movie with the. You ever seen the interview?
Oh yeah.
Where the beginning is just Eminem like, yeah, I'm gay.
Yeah, just comes out.
Yeah.
Fully.
So good.
That was a movie that.
I think that's why I always project my anger under the under my songs, so I didn't really fully accept myself. Oh, so good.
That was a movie that should have been better than it was.
It was really good.
Right, but it got like all downplayed because of the.
Oh, they didn't release it or whatever. They just put it on Netflix.
Yeah, well, because what's his face was going to bomb.
They threatened something, which.
Yeah. I mean, I would have called them out on that. It was bullshit.
Just put it in the theater, like
I would have. I would have totally been like, try it.
Maybe the theaters have said we're not going to show it. We don't want the risk.
Yeah, I guess that's.
Because like a big chain can just be like, nah, and then you're like, well.
Yeah.
We don't show in a lot of theaters now.
Might
as well sell it to Netflix.
I mean, if 3 big chains say no, then that's most of the country.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and then you have a problem. You're like, well, fuck.
But yeah, there was a lot of hype about it, and then I watched it, and I was like, it's not that bad.
The movie's funny.
It was funny. It was fine.
I like
it's worth a watch.
That Kimmy was.
I think it's one of the better comedies.
It was Asian Jim Halpert, though. You remember that, Caleb?
Yeah.
Kimmy was Asian Jim Halpert. Yeah. It's cute.
That is correct. He was. He was also. Oh, you don't never mind. Can't make. He's the FBI agent in Ant-Man 2.
In what?
The FBI agent in Ant-Man 2.
Oh.
Yeah, I definitely don't know that.
Ant-Man the Wasp.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the same dude who played Kim Jong.
Oh. And you definitely find out in the interview that James Franco can't sing for shit. When he does firework at the end of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's bad. That's bad stuff. I guess that maybe if David Franco can sing, then maybe he's
a little bit of edging him out a little bit. Yeah,
getting there. I mean, David Franco's so handsome. Nate, you look like we wrapping things up here.
Oh, what?
Looks like you're packing up. Shall we?
I'm just trying to be efficient with my time.
So I'm making a lot of noise in that corner. But
I am sorry.
Speaking of time. It's time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting there.
It's time. Time is now.
The time has come.
The time has come. The reckoning is upon.
Well, I would have to say this. I am pleased with our intelligent discussion and
You
conversation
don't have to
tonight.
lie.
That's right.
I'm not.
And I was
not.
here too.
Yeah. And Nick and I came too.
That's
We
right.
managed to have an unbelievably intelligent conversation about relevant events. A very discerning conversation, even though DJ Ango was here.
Fug.
DJ Angle was here, but the mixer was not.
Yeah.
You
It came back.
You would think it would come everywhere with a DJ.
I mean,
Yeah, as a DJ, you'd think you'd always have a mixer with you.
He's dead now. We broke him. We broke
that's an
him.
irony, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The DJ forgot the mixer. Tools of the trade left him behind. That's what happens.
That's good shit.
I can't even be mad. It was good.
Oh,
It's
man.
like an electrician who forgets a screwdriver.
It's like a porn star that forgets a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're getting it.
Yeah, I'm horrible.
So, it's been a good night, despite the fact that, well, forget it. We're not going to go over that again. Anyway.
We're absolved.
Anyway, so we request that you join us next Wednesday at 7 p.m. ish
Maybe I'll
Central
bring the
Standard
mixer.
Time. Hopefully by then, equipment issues will be rectified. Hopefully, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, Adam, I'm not sure if I asked. Did you bring that mixer tonight?
No, he didn't.
Oh shit!
And then we can go back to our 2020 set of amazingness and modernness and
Skype features.
all of that.
Have
All
a
of that.
soundboard and that people can Skype in.
And a
Soundboard,
mixer,
special
The good
audio,
mics, like-
audio effects,
Yeah,
lighting,
it's-
all that
keep
stuff that
playing.
you've come to get used to in the last two episodes that just weren't there tonight.
Well, we weren't worth them, were we?
No.
Yeah,
That's why
I mean,
I feel so bad about that. You guys
Okay.
went out of your way to come here tonight, and you just...
and I even wanted you on the show.
Yeah, you planned ahead. You asked me like a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Yeah, but then I didn't have the mixer, so
what a fucking ball drop.
New Year's Eve up in this bitch.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us at the 1730 Nation. This is 1730 Nate, DJ Ango, Nick, Noah, and Caleb. I was trying to figure out how I was going to say from Midnight Epidemic, because I guess I would refer to Caleb as our live producer, amazing, the backbone of the show, the one that makes it all possible.
And also,
But also a member of Midnight
But also
Epidemic.
a fucking bitch.
also has them.
Anyway,
he
so
wears many faces, one of which is bitch. I mean, you know.
enough said. See you next week. Thank you. Good night. Ciao.